Alright then, hello everyone, welcome back to more Malice Reacts. I wanted to get this done yesterday, but things always being busy around here as they are, we're getting to this literally the day before I post it sometime tonight. I hope you're all having a pleasant Friday evening. I hope you find this show finds you well, and even if I don't find you well, I hope I find you willing to be entertained. And we'll see what we got here. We've got some more from the Paranormal Files. I've also noticed that they've tweaked their schedule from Mondays to Tuesdays lately. Maybe it's due to their editing issues, I'm not sure. But anyways, the Paranormal Files. Demon caught on camera at the Sally House. America's most haunted, terrifying paranormal activity. So supposedly they finally caught some of the demon in action at the Sally House, and this will be like at least a third or fourth time, I believe. That last time would have been the third time. So I believe this is the fourth time that Paranormal Files has come to the Sally House. So without too much further to do, I hope you all enjoy. Like the show, like the episode, share the links down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and also check out the links below if you want to see the original video on its own from Paranormal Files. I'm going to like it right away because I guarantee you they're going to have something interesting one way or another. So let's get to it. Rewind real briefly that 1 second here and go.
This is the one home that we honestly can say is demonic.
For years, I've been obsessed with the Sally House.
Yeah,
trying to
fourth
figure
visit.
out exactly who or what is haunting that cursed home. The demon, Sally, is the most evil entity we've ever crossed paths with. And this haunting is different. It's not physical, it's mental. And for the first time in the history of our channel, something has followed us home. And you will see proof of that in this video.
Really?
So my name is Shannon Johnson here at the Sally House. This is a notorious home for our team. I'm actually shaking standing in front of the house because the last experience that I have had here was terrifying, to say is an understatement. I'm sorry. Whew, sorry. I'm just shaking
getting the
really
chills.
bad.
I'm getting the chills seeing her get the chills. Okay, let's go.
Rhonda Concert, your favorite hometown medium? Oh, I don't know. I've never felt this in here.
Where do you see him?
Seemed kind of towards that window. I was getting sick from the time I agreed to come up here. I honestly thought I was getting sick because I agreed to come up here.
What do you think the thing that's here wants?
I honestly don't know.
There's something different here, but...
And it's different than any time I've been in here.
All right, Sally. To start tonight, we're going to do something extreme. We are going to do a blood ritual on the Ouija board here at the Sally House. Sally, or whatever
You are a
entity is
risky
here at the
motherfucker.
Sally House, we are coming to you tonight to speak with you.
Poisoned blood.
Dude, I just saw something.
Oh, here we go. Okay, it's on the
Okay,
it's
we
on-
got something
it's on the
right
bed.
here.
It's actually on the bed.
It's taunting us.
And it's all three of the boys again tonight. Holy smokes. Turn this off. Holy shit.
I want to warn you all, everybody who's watching tonight, this location that we're visiting is the Sally House. Now, of all the places that we visited in the United States, the Sally House is the one location that has haunted viewers. Now, we've had people that have watched our videos here that have been haunted themselves. They've seen shadow figures in their homes. They've had glasses, mirrors break inside of their houses. And whatever we have filmed here has followed the viewer into their own home. So I want to warn you right now, if you're going to watch this video, you need to protect yourself because this place is evil. This is no joke. The psychic, the person who has investigated this house before, told us today that the energy inside of the Sally House is worse than it's ever been in the history of the building's existence. So, yeah.
Just for your information, I have been listening, but while he was talking, because of the warnings he's given, and they are profuse warnings, I am doing a little bit of protection of my own because, if this did attach and try to follow, I don't want that shit here either. Then again, I do feel like the one who guards my house, the spirit that does reside here, I get the feeling that it to some degree is very well grounded and very well versed in protecting us from outside influences. So I'm actually kind of thankful for the thing that watches us over here. And any prayers I do or don't say, hopefully the guardian spirit here also will keep an eye on things. So to all of you out there, I would also agree too, if you feel nervous, you feel threatened, I would say get some prayers going and protect yourselves, or at least watch something or someone who can ease your mind and help protect you as well. But that being said, for those who don't believe, good luck, have fun, and let's continue.
This is this is a very dark episode, and we are personally afraid behind the scenes to begin filming this video. Yeah, we're here at the Sally House, and please, watch this video with caution. Some would call this place the most haunted house in America. Others would say this house is possessed. Either way, welcome to the Sally House.
It looks like an ordinary small house. Once you step inside, it's spine-chilling.
There's definitely something in this home, and it's something that shouldn't be taken lightly.
I always get a headache when I'm in this house and a scratchy feeling in the back of my throat.
This house is as famous as the Conjuring house in the paranormal world. And let me tell you, the stories of this place will shock you to your core.
One little girl isn't playing nice. Tonight, we've saved the most notorious spot for last.
For this last story, we went to a home in Atchison that scares even the ghost hunters. That's why we visited during the day.
So join us tonight on our third and
It don't
final
matter
visit
what
to
time of day,
America's
boy.
most demonically haunted house. I'm Colin Browen. You're watching the Paranormal Files, and like we said before, proceed with caution. The Sally House is no joke. We love y'all, but seriously, this one is about to get dark. And welcome to the Paranormal Files.
"5 days ago.
The Sally House, a location that, in my humble opinion, is the most evil in all of America. Now, if you've watched our previous documentaries about the Sally House, don't worry if you haven't, you don't need to understand what's happening tonight. You will have seen a number of crazy paranormal things that we captured on camera. This entity, Sally, has made fun of dead relatives of ours. It's called us out on our personal traumas that we've never told anybody about. It made my own dad, Papa Spooks, Jeff, cry. He broke down crying during our last trip to the Sally House because it was making fun of his sister who passed from cancer, my aunt. So this thing is smart, and you never know what to expect when you head to this location. So, like I said, this is our third time there. And as you're going to see in this footage tonight, that location has changed, and I think it's changed for the worse. The things that happened to us while we were filming this video are beyond all explanation. It was violent, it was physical, it was psychological, and it has followed us home to the point where we are almost afraid to even be in our own apartments. But we're going to touch on that at the very end of the video. So
yes, I would like
really
to know.
be prepared for this video because it's unlike anything you've probably ever seen on YouTube. I'm extremely excited to share our findings with you all, but yeah, this is a very scary one, so be prepared.
So, Sally House. This is my first time being there. Seeing all of everybody's different videos on YouTube, seeing all the Paranormal Files videos about Sally House, I knew I was in for a treat. This place is notoriously one of the most haunted places in the U.S. So I was always like very, very pumped to
I would add again
place.
that
And
I'm
it didn't disappoint.
aware of this house
In the
from
community,
the original
the
like
paranormal
news
scene.
that happened in like the
This place
late
has a
80s,
very
early 90s.
big reputation.
This thing was everywhere back in the
Anytime
day.
the Sally House gets brought up, it's almost this like energy that goes over everybody because everybody who's had experience at Sally House, it's definitely stuck with them. And knowing all of these different situations that people have been in Sally really put me on edge to be there. I was scared.
So before we visited the Sally House, we had to make a stop at a location that's known to be one of the most evil places in the entire United States. This is a location that is legendary in the paranormal community. It's a location that the Pope himself tried to avoid. It's a location where Ariana Grande had a demonic experience. So we felt like it was only natural to drive there before heading to the Sally House, and yeah, let's cut to that now. Okay guys, so before we visit the Sally house, we wanted to bring you to one of the most demonic, most cursed, most evil, allegedly, places here in the entire United States. Right now we are standing in the Stull Cemetery here in Stull, Kansas. Now, a lot of you guys have probably heard of this spot. This is a location where the devil is rumored to appear every single Halloween at midnight. The Pope directed his plane to be flown around Kansas in the past. This was reported by Time magazine, because he wanted to avoid flying overhead of this cemetery. Now, the legends of this place are pretty crazy, so no one knows exactly why Stull Cemetery is known to be this terrible, evil place, but I mean, there's a lot of different stories. People have said that there is a child of Satan, like the bones of a demon, buried somewhere in these grounds. Other people have claimed that one of the trees that was cut down here in the cemetery used to be a hanging tree where they executed witches. There's a lot of folklore surrounding this place, but people don't know exactly why it's known as a gateway to hell. It could be, though, for sure, over here, what this foundation is. So there used to be a church here in the cemetery, and still to this day nobody knows exactly how this happened, but in the dead of night decades ago, a mysterious fire started inside of the church and burned the church into a hollow shell. Now, people think that was the work of the devil, of the demon that haunts this area, but it is eerie because you can see the ruins of the old Stull church right here. And yeah, they don't allow people to come ghost hunt here at night. This became a huge thing where kids would come party here on Halloween. I read a newspaper article about over 200 kids showing up one Halloween, drinking throughout the cemetery looking for the devil. We figured that before we visit the Sally house, which is in my opinion one of the most demonic places, if you want to believe in demons and call it demonic, in all of America, we had to show you Stull. I mean, what do you guys think?
It's strange to me just because it looks like an everyday cemetery, and if you didn't know the story behind it, it wouldn't be as freaky. But I mean, if any of the folklore is true about this place, it's pretty creepy.
Yeah, Jeff?
Well, I kind of think the church where it's located is like would have been really cool, because look how high it is. Yeah. And the view it would have over here. So I mean, it looks like it would be a really cool cemetery. But if the Pope thing is legit with Ariana Grande, that's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, there
must be something to this.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention Ariana Grande, the very, very famous singer and celebrity. She actually came here back in 2013. She went on a press tour and claimed that while she visited this cemetery, she encountered a demon. They smelled sulfur, there were flies in their vehicle. They took a photo and these phantom distorted faces showed up amongst the tombstones. So I would have never expected that, you know? It really does seem like a normal cemetery, but I want to say, okay, Connor just pointed out, look at these ominous claw marks all over the old church. I just want to say, if there's anybody here, any spiritual energy or anything darker left at the Stull Cemetery, follow us tonight and speak with us at the Sally house in Atchison. Weird, I wonder why the church burned down. Never been explained. One of those mysteries. Mary, you're here too?
It's creepy.
Mama
Definitely.
Spooks is here.
And, you know, like Jeff said, it's beautiful.
It will have a beautiful view, but the
yeah,
fact that it is in the condition
kind of
that it's in
eerie
is
about
very kind of
especially
tense.
when you consider it's haunted by the devil himself.
And then the rumors like that, yeah.
Yeah, and the werewolf child.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
That was just Jeff in the 70s. Okay, to the Sally house we go.
Oh shit! Here we go. I'm betting Mama Spooks is staying outside because she doesn't want to be a part of that again. But also, she might be out there just to help the guys if they need to pull out for a minute, help them calm down.
Oh shit! 508. 508. We're back again.
Creepy as ever.
I'm on edge tonight. I'm a little bit on edge on the feel of the Sally house. You know? So to cue you guys in a little bit, it's early on the day right now. In the months before our visit, people have messaged me saying that they feel like the energy in this building has changed. But we're back here in Atchison, Kansas, and I don't know. I've had multiple people say they've done investigations here and that it feels different, and people don't really know what the difference is. You did get told though by one of the location owners of another place that we're staying at in town, or filming a video at, that this house was blessed recently, right? 6 months
Oh,
ago?
Steve was telling us that
shit.
about 6 months ago, an ordained minister came through, tried to bless every single object in this house, and he says that he doesn't think that it worked. Rumors are that this place is even
probably
darker
didn't
than
work
it
and you
was
pissed
before.
it off.
And we're gonna see tonight whether that's true.
Jeff, how are you feeling? You look like you're like, taking something in.
Well, I am. I'm just kind of looking through the windows there. It's kind of like the atmosphere today too, being overcast.
Yep.
It's a little bit spookier. It's always a weird feeling coming to Sally.
It's my first time.
Yeah, it's your first time.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully your last.
Look out.
Might be your last.
Say goodbye.
Die tonight?
Did you call I'd call your parents.
Yeah.
Just say goodbye. At least be safe.
Be safe. Don't give it any ideas, Jeff.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. When we get back in the car.
Sally's getting bloodthirsty, man.
We're gonna now interview 2 people for this episode. We have a member of Apex Paranormal. Now, if you remember our very first time here to the Sally house, we interviewed Elijah. He had a terrifying experience that he shared with us. Now we're gonna have one of his teammates come through and do an interview about some horrific things she's seen and felt inside of the house. And following that, we're gonna have a psychic come and do a walkthrough of the house to see, you know, how it feels today and if there's something really different inside of the home. Yeah,
We'll
I'd
have to
say
have
if
a
there's
see,
one
yeah.
place in America that gives me consistent nightmares, it's the Sally house. It's always fun filming these videos, but this is a video that I in fact do not look forward to filming because of how this place makes you feel and what happens after. I mean, both times that we visited here, we've had nightmares, we've had things in our apartments, Jeff and Mary inside of their house. So buckle up. Are you guys ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Yeehaw, Chuckle Fucks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sally. So, first thing we
In
did
for a
after
ride.
getting to the Sally house, we went home, took a shower, tried to recharge a little bit before going to spiritual battle with Sally that night. And when we returned to the house, we first interviewed Shannon. Now, if you remember back in our very first Sally House documentary, which is almost at 2 million views, so thank you guys for watching that one, we interviewed Elijah
I should
from
probably
a local
go back and see
paranormal
that
group
one.
called Apex Paranormal. Now, in this video, we interviewed Shannon, and she's one of his teammates on that paranormal group. But just like with Elijah, if you'll remember during my interview with him, we had to coax him into actually going inside of the Sally house. He did not want to go in, but we told him, if you just come in really quick, show us the inside, you can leave as soon as you feel uncomfortable. And as you're gonna see in this interview, Shannon was feeling the exact same thing. Okay, so we're about to start our interview at Sally. This has happened to us before. It happened with Elijah.
Yeah.
Actually, the first time we came here. Look at this. Here's my filming rig, the Lumix GH5. Turn on my camera, fully charged battery. First time we used it today. Completely dead.
We've only been in the house like maybe a cumulative 5 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab another battery.
All right.
This place is wild every time
my name
with
is
that.
Shannon Johnson, and I'm with Apex Paranormal here at the Sally house. This is a notorious home for our team. We've investigated here 3-4 times, and I'm actually shaking standing in front of the house because the last experience that I have had here was terrifying, to say is an understatement. And just being here even 3 years ago for an interview was even more terrifying. The house was once owned by the Pickmans, who were the last residents here, and they moved out because their own experiences of seeing what they had thought was a little girl, following Tony around, scratching him, really invading this family's home. They could no longer sleep here. They had to move out. It's been a location for a lot of teams to investigate in since they had moved out, and I can honestly say this is probably the one house to stay away from and to not investigate.
Wow, that is an ominous warning.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, I think we should step inside.
Okay.
Because of the noise. Okay.
Man. So one of the stories about this home is about a little girl who had been brought here by her mother, and
Supposedly,
she was here because of a burst appendix. And this was said to have been a doctor's home. So her mom brought her here and had surgery in this home, and the story goes that she had passed away on the surgery table. Now, whether or not that was the case, there are a lot of stories about this home that have been fabricated by the mayor years ago to draw attention toward this city, to generate more income for tourists. The room that we're in right now is the living room, and although there's not a whole lot of activity that happens in the living room, a lot does happen in surrounding rooms. And this would be a really, I'm sorry. Whew. Sorry, I'm just shaking really bad.
It's okay.
This room is really good to sit in to listen. We've done that a couple of times, just coming into the home to kind of get a feel for it. And you'll hear a lot go on upstairs. There was one morning after Eddie and I had an event here. Man, I think that was probably a good 4 or 5 years ago, if not longer. And while sitting here doing our little coffee wrap up about the events over the weekend, we heard a lot of noise in the kitchen, and it sounded like someone had jumped off of the counter and onto the floor, and it was just him and I. There was nobody else in the house with us.
Interesting, yeah.
So no matter the time of day, it is always super active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this kitchen has always creeped me out.
I do have that like fun house feel right now for sure. The only experience that we've ever really had was what Eddie and I had witnessed. There was a time when the last time we had the whole team investigate here, we had a chair sitting up in this entryway, and we had a motion detector. Our motion detectors rarely ever work, no matter where we go. They're rarely ever set off. So we opened up the basement door, and that was around the time when we were able to investigate the basement. All of us were upstairs, and we heard what sounded like somebody running, and I would say probably 10, 15 seconds after, motion detector goes off. We rolled back cameras, and Elijah had asked, "Where are you?" We heard a voice, or we caught a voice that said, "I'm here," and then you hear what sounds like male footsteps running, kicking the chair because you saw it shake, and then it set off the motion detector.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
That's a
intense.
lot all at once.
So we don't know if it came from the basement. We don't know if it came from the kitchen, but to hear someone say, "I'm here," and then run, kick the chair, and set it off, I think that was probably the coolest series of events that we've ever had at this house.
Yeah, that's intense. I
Yeah,
would say.
it was pretty cool.
So what do you think Sally is?
So our team doesn't believe that every place is haunted by a demon,
right.
I guess you could say. I know there are a lot of places that you can go to and investigate, and one of the first things that people will go to is it's demonic, because the energy is incredibly angry. You're getting scratched, you're getting your hair pulled, you're getting toyed
negative
with
energy,
in a very
not
aggressive
so much
way.
the demon,
But a lot
negative
of those
energy
times
either
it is
way.
just a really pissed off spirit. This is the one home that we honestly can say is demonic. We don't think Sally is a child in any form of the imagination. We don't think that there's any kids here whatsoever. There is definitely something much darker in this home.
Where do you think that would have come from? Is there any theory?
I don't know. There is belief that there was once a pentagram drawn on the floor of the basement, and that there were rituals conjured up in the basement, and that's what could have brought on this demon or this darker energy. I have spoken with a family that used to live here, or her family, I should say, her kids used to live here. And she said that there was not a pentagram that was drawn on the floor, that's something that could have happened because supposedly this pentagram was drawn on the floor when a family had lived here. So I don't know if in fact there was one. I don't know. I personally think that either this home is on grounds that weren't anything other than holy grounds, I guess is the best way to put it. And I think what really fed into it, our teams hearing, or just people hearing, oh, there's a demon here. And I mean, anytime somebody hears, oh, there's a demon at this house, they're quick to try and interact with this so-called demon. I think that's what probably made it stronger. And the more people that have come in here, the more people that have investigated it, it's just made it more and more intense, stronger,
more rambunctious,
and just
give it
able
more
to do
power
whatever
to
it
pull
wants
from.
to whoever comes into this home.
Do you
It does
think
what it
it's
wants to
stronger
do
over the
when it
years?
wants to do it.
Why do you say that?
Well, I wasn't even anywhere near Atchison yet, and I was already shaking and getting really sick. A lot of times when I come here, I feel really uneasy. Today was the first time that I pulled up in front of the house, and I felt like I was on a ship that just would not stop rocking. I felt like I was gonna get sick. I never shake coming to this house, and I am shaking so bad, which is why I keep holding my hands. I'm really uncomfortable
You're talking about right now, today.
right now.
She can feel it. That's
I'm
what she's
like,
saying.
I could almost cry because I'm that uncomfortable.
Yeah, it definitely feels just like tingly.
Yeah.
It feels
in
like
here.
thick.
It does.
Like you're
Every
walking
time.
through like I don't. It's hard to explain. It feels like it's like
Deep sea
like
dive.
pulling back curtains almost, and it feels like that's just like what I'm walking through constantly in this house.
Yeah.
And this is my first time here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you want to go upstairs? Yeah, it's just like really oppressive feeling.
That look she gave
hard to
was going
explain. People
upstairs.
online,
Is
you know,
look
make
of,
fun of you and say,
no, but I guess we
"Oh,
will.
like, it's just a house. I'm like, you've never
No.
been inside of the house.
No, it is not just a house, that's for sure. Okay.
This stopped being a
it's
house a
definitely much harder
long
to be
time
up here
ago
than it is
when I
downstairs.
was young.
Up here
And being
is
that technically, character-wise, I'm a
one of the
lich.
first
That's a long
times
time
that
ago.
I ever encountered what I thought at the time was possibly a demon. We had an event here, Eddie and I, and it was my birthday weekend. And I had told my team, I said, if we do an event here, I said I want to do it because it's my birthday weekend. This would be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I really like investigating here. Mind you, we had only investigated here once since I had been on the team, and we had crazy things happen, but not so crazy to the point where I didn't want to come back. It was our second night, and I am sitting in the middle in the hallway. We had one person in this bedroom, and we had Eddie in the master bedroom, and we were doing double Estes. And we were asking a bunch of questions. Some of it didn't really make sense. It didn't really tie in together. I don't know what happened, but I was doing everything live, and it was a sudden rush of energy, and all I remember is this woman saying, "He's coming, you know, Jesus is dead." I hear Eddie saying, "Screw this, I can't do this," and I don't know if it's him talking or if it's what he's hearing. I'm hearing a lot of noise up here, and then all of a sudden I heard the creepiest, most unsettling sound I had ever heard in my entire life. It almost sounded like a child and a cat from Pet Sematary mixed together.
Ooh.
Doing the most high-pitched, growling type noise. And I lost it. I felt my heart in my stomach, and I said, we're done. we're taking a break.
Yeah, that's an F
Just
that
thinking
moment.
about
Me
it
step
is-
out at the very least.
It's
Holy
just,
smokes.
It's making my heart just pound out of my chest.
Whew,
After
yeah, that
like,
story
my
alone
mom
just gave me some of the
had
goosebumps
said,
again.
whatever EVPs you have,
I think the
don't
goosebumps
review
are still, but
them.
the hairs are definitely
'Cause
up on
she
end.
watched the video, and she said it's not safe. She said, I don't know what you encountered there, but whatever you came into contact with, it's not human and it's not safe for you
You're
to
telling
listen
me.
back and do your reviews just yet.
So, and where did that noise come from?
It came over by the master bedroom. Yeah.
Is that where you were doing
I
your-
was sitting up against the wall right here.
So it wasn't through the Estes that you heard that?
It was through my own ears.
Oh my God.
Like it was right next to me.
And
Yeah.
Sally followed you.
Yeah, she still does. She followed me for about 6 months after that. So Eddie and I, we went home the next day, and I was incredibly paranoid. There were times I would go outside to walk my dogs, and I would think that there was somebody standing behind me, and I turn around, there's nobody there. I would think that there's somebody riding in the back seat because I get a quick glimpse of someone in my back seat from my rearview mirror. And then I look back, there's nobody in the back seat with me. I would see things in my house. My husband even as well, he was hearing, people walking around in our home. We were hearing cabinets opening and closing, and I was having horrible nightmares just of me inside this home, almost being like psychologically tortured.
Yeah, that happened to us too, with the nightmares and everything for a long time. Probably 2 or 3 months. But you don't like even coming into the house anymore.
No.
It's just a lot.
But it's weird, and it's so this home, I've always said that it's a psychological haunting, so yes, there's that factor that there is something demonic here, but it's, I don't know, but I mean, then demonic
It leaves its mark.
energy is
It leaves its
also
mark, and it takes a long
a
time to get rid of.
psychological torture, because they twist your mind to think whatever they want you to think. So, whenever Elijah had reached out and said, hey, we have this interview, do you want to go do it at Sally House? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I told my husband, I said, it's like, facing your fears kind of thing. So I was all for it. And then I got here, I'm like, shit.
I feel that. I get that. I mean, also,
hell.
what's up with these dolls in this fucking creepy little circle?
I don't know. That's how they've always had them set up.
Are they worshiping the god of play toy?
I don't know. My husband said the same thing. He's like, why are they circled like they're having a seance? I'm like, I have no idea.
So, what do you think's the most active room in here, in your opinion?
It would have to be, the master bedroom and this room. Usually, we'll stand in the hallway and we'll investigate because we get activity from both rooms.
Mm-hmm.
This room, the third bedroom, we've never gotten activity in. Yeah, it's mainly between these 2 rooms.
Any other experiences or things you'd like to share that have happened to you guys in here?
Yeah. So, Eddie he's the one that a lot of spirits are in love with. When Eddie becomes a spirit, he's going to be a very highly wanted bachelor. Let's just put it that way.
My boy, Eddie.
Anywhere we go,
you rock that
and they're
afterlife,
always
dude.
asking for Eddie, always. But here it was a little different.
No.
So we were doing an Estes. It was another double Estes, same event night, and we had, but it was 2 different people. It was 2 other girls, And Eddie was downstairs watching what was going on through the cameras from the TV, because we had a group downstairs kind of hanging out.
Right.
He decides, well, I'm going to come upstairs, because whoever it was just kept asking for Eddie. I didn't even know Eddie was coming upstairs because I didn't hear him. He was being very quiet, very slick about it. It wasn't until he reached 3 steps before the top where a girl from the kids' room said, "Oh, hi, you're finally here." And Eddie and I both sat there and said, "What?"
Like audibly, you just heard that?
No, a girl did that was doing Estes.
Oh.
She heard it through her speakers, so
Yeah.
she's blindfolded. So
Blindfolded
she has
and
no
not
idea
hearing
that
a
he's
thing
coming
outside of
upstairs.
what's on her
I
headset.
didn't know
Yeah.
until he got up closer, because it's all dark. I can't see anything. And so Eddie just kind of sat there, and he's collecting himself, and he said, "Yeah, I'm here." And whatever the girl heard through her earbuds, she had said, "So you're finally back." I'm like, "Eddie, I don't like where this is going." And just after that, everything started going downhill very, very quickly.
Whatever it is in there
That's one
is
thing I've noticed about
wants
this
him
place.
just
Like,
as
even
anyone else,
in
but
videos,
it's not good.
It's like it starts out very tame usually, and then it ramps up like super fast.
Yeah. I tell, there was a couple of girls that were out here earlier before you guys came, and they reserved this place tomorrow night. And so she was asking me some questions about it, and I asked her, I said, "Is this going to be your first time ever in the house?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "Just to forewarn you," I said, "you hear a lot of these stories, just like I heard a lot of these stories. And when you first walk into this home, it's going to feel like just a home. You're going to wonder, is this really haunted? Are there just stories that kind of play it up?" And it does that to you. I said, it will kind of do things little by little. Like our first full investigation here, we were setting up cameras, and the light in the hallway turned on and off, and we caught it on camera. And then it was another little thing of something pushing the camera over and breaking it. I said, but it's when you leave the house and then you come back is when things will really ramp up.
This is round 4 for these boys.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I think is interesting is that we've gotten like people online that say on our video, "I've been here and it's not haunted," and people are blah blah, nothing happened. But then other people say they had the exact same experience where it's like so intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think it like targets people?
Yes.
What's the criteria that you think?
I think the more open you are, the more susceptible you are to experience it. People, there are skeptics, and there are places, even if you're not a skeptic. Being just an everyday, paranormal investigator, we've, visited places that are well known to be haunted. And when we went to investigate, nothing happened.
Right.
Well, that's because the house just didn't feel like communicating, and that happens.
It has its criteria, or it's just not in that mood.
I think it could be the same for this house. It doesn't want to be
You never know.
taunted, because that's not the game that it plays. It wants to taunt you. So if you come in and you are demanding all this stuff that's going to happen, well, that's not fun for whatever's in this house. So it's not going to give you an experience. But if you come in and you're open and you are just taking it little by little to see what experience you get, well, it's more fun to whatever it is, because now it can play games. Can't play games with people who demand it.
I agree. So any final words about us tonight, or anything you'd like to say before we're done?
Bathe in holy water and wrap yourself in salt.
Just about.
That is a lot of holy water.
I'd say just, be careful and
We don't have to get a bucket of holy water and put it through the shower sieve.
with any place that you investigate, you always want to have common sense. But with a location like this that has such a tarnished history, you really have to be smart with how you approach a situation, how you approach questions. Just the way you ask a question to it can seem like an invite to go home with you. So you just have to be careful.
You gotta be careful about that
Got
shit.
that? It's your first time.
Heard.
I like it.
I'm not trying
We'll see.
anything like that. I don't want
No.
no visitors on my ride home.
Well, awesome.
After hearing another story of experience someone had had at Sally House and how uneasy she was being there, and that not even before she had pulled up to the house, she was already feeling sick from being there. Put us even more on edge of being there that night. But it wasn't until the psychic got there that we felt that we might be in danger that night.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card
Hello,
advisor,
Rhonda.
paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. We're going in the Sally House tonight.
Okay, well, let's go on.
That's
in.
my intro to all my stuff. I just kind of.
I love it.
Like your energy. I don't know if it likes your energy though.
So maybe I would love to kind of hear your thoughts on the energy today in here as we kind of walk around and any experiences you've had.
It's super high. Super high. I want to cry. I want to cry coming up the hill. I feel like the hair is going to stand up on my arms right now. I never get that feeling coming in here ever.
I wasn't even anywhere near Atchison yet, and I was already shaking and getting really sick.
Well, this is an open
a lot of
lady,
times
but
when
she's
I
also
come
a
here,
strong one
I
too.
feel
She's
really uneasy.
legit on her psychic
Today was the
abilities.
first time that I pulled up in front of the house, and I felt like I was on a ship that just would not stop rocking. I felt like I was gonna get sick. I never shake coming to this house, and I'm shaking so bad, which is why I keep holding my hands. I'm really uncomfortable
You're talking about right now, today.
right now. I'm like, I could almost cry because I'm that uncomfortable.
Like super. And like it's amping up. And I'm not one of those that does the drama thing, you know, like you see on some of the ghost shows.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Like, ooh, I heard something down the hall, and then go to commercial. And then you never know what was down the hall.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
don't know. I never felt this in here.
Yeah, that's funny that you say that because that's what the other person was feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
I never felt it this strong. Now, see this picture of Sally?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many years ago it was, but before I started even doing mediumship work and all that stuff, I was sitting on that couch and I was looking towards the front door. My daughter had called me at midnight. She goes, hey, we're going to Sally House. You want to go? So there was another couple, her and I. And I sat there looking towards the door and I saw that. Only she had a longer dress on and her hair was longer. It was just like her. I don't know when this picture was drawn, but it was well after that. And she just stood there and looked at me, and I thought, I'm not telling anybody I saw this. Nobody's going to believe me. I didn't say shit. But she had scraggly hair, and her face was all wrinkled like an old lady, but it was a little girl. And like she was curious, like, I see you, can you see me? And then she just disappeared. And I never felt her the rest of the night. I felt more like her face was scraggly because she was kind of worn out from everybody picking on her.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I walked in here one day and saw this, I went, oh, heck. Somebody else saw her.
So what do you think Sally is? I mean, you've been here a number of times.
I really think there was a little girl, and that really did happen to her, where they did that emergency operation on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard, the rumor is, that they didn't even have time to give her anesthetic. So she was in a lot of pain, and then she died. But then some people think it's a demon that makes itself look like Sally, which could be possible. So
I'm
I
actually
don't know
going
if
for
there
that
could be
myself
two
after some of the
or
things I've seen and heard.
which one to believe
I'm
for
willing
sure,
to believe
but I know
there is
the
a
one
real
that I
Sally,
saw,
But a lot of times Sally gets butted out for the
And I
demon
will
that
say
likes
there's
to
another
pretend
house
to
in
be
town where
her.
I've seen the
That's
doctor
also probably why she's so
Really?
tired and out
doing
and stuff.
abortions.
It's because the demon keeps like draining her energy to
Definitely
feed
feels
itself
heavier
and pretend to be her.
today than it has in the past.
And my arms are feeling
Nasty
very
and
full.
obnoxious, this
I
thing.
usually don't feel that. Not in here. I usually feel nothing.
I just heard a
in this
bump
room.
behind me. There's no one
It's
else
like I'm
in
getting
this
very
house.
flushed.
Yeah.
That was
That's what I was
interesting.
saying earlier. Even in here,
Let me
it feels
rewind
like,
that real quick.
Like, yeah.
Not my arms are feeling very full. They don't. I usually don't feel that.
Today than it has in the past.
And my arms are feeling very full. They don't. I usually don't feel that. Not in here. I usually feel nothing in this room. They don't. I
Again?
usually don't feel that.
Okay,
Not
that
in
was
here,
the
I usually
video.
feel
Never
nothing in
mind.
this room.
The
It's like
goddamn
I'm getting
video
very
is gonna
flushed.
make me
Yeah.
jump.
That's what I was saying earlier. Even in here, it feels like heavy, heavy energy in here. Like it's like I'm swimming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it feels odd.
Like I said, deep sea
Yeah.
diving, my dude.
I'm
You're
not-
in
I don't
it.
even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Definitely different.
It's
than
not
the last.
happy energy. Let's say
No.
that.
No. I wonder why though. What would be making it?
Whatever it is, targeted like my sister. My sister was here before with them and started like talking about all of my family members and members of my family that had died. It's just like
It was hitting all your buttons.
yeah.
I do not play these things up because most of the time I might get zilch, but ooh, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's different today than when you were here like last time.
It's coming through here. That's different than any time I've been here.
Really?
Because usually I come in here and I go sit down and this room, like I said, never does anything for me. But I'm like all.
That's what.
That's
Even
exactly
the woman
what
before
she
she
said.
said. She was like, I don't know if it's something with the basement.
See, when I was here there was a group of at least 10 of us, and Dustin Perry was here. And Dustin and I were over here at the bottom of the steps, and 2, 3 or 4 of my other group was on the other side of the furnace down there. And we all watched this big cloud, this black cloud just start forming. It didn't have a shape, it didn't have a form, it wasn't your grandmother coming back or Sally. It was, my ears are getting hot,
thing.
hot.
Ooh.
But it just started forming, and it didn't hurt any of us. It didn't do anything, but we didn't hang around long enough either.
No, not for that shit.
I think I'd be a little freaked out if I saw it.
You see a dark moving mass,
And
it's
I've
time
seen
to
that
call
type
it
of
quits
cloud
for the
in several
night for at least a
places,
few
and it
minutes.
knows I'm curious because I want to know what it is. I want to know how to communicate with it. I want to figure it out, and it just kind of shows itself, and then it almost like it's laughing. Like, here I am. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm here
So
and
watch
I'm
for
not going to show you anything
not
you
shadow
want. What are you going to do
figures
about
that-
it?
One time at another house, it like did it across the ceiling, just like if a house was on fire and it was smoke.
Smoke hitting the ceiling.
So kind of watch for some of that smoky stuff. My ears are hotter than hell.
What do you think is the most like energy ridden area here in the house?
The most we've had is my friend and I, and she's pretty sensitive. That closet in the front bedroom.
Really?
Sally's room, I've never really had anything in that either. We'll see when we go up there the way I feel tonight. Yeah, that closet. And the same night we were here with Dustin, her and I were in that closet up there. There was ladies in the group that I'd never met before, and they weren't sensitive. They weren't any medium or anything. And they were clear on the hallway, and they said, "What is this? What is going on?" And we were in the closet. Of course, we felt it stronger, but they felt it all the way out in the hall, and it scared them.
So one of you, like, what's the wildest thing that has happened to you guys here? I mean, other than, I guess, the black cloud.
I can't say I've ever seen anything fly across the room or anything like that. Just strange occurrences.
I feel like it's so psychological here. Like, it doesn't really physically do stuff, but it's mental.
Yes.
Gets at your mind.
I would think so. I don't think you'll see a lot of figures walking around. My top hat man's here. I haven't seen him in a long time. I have a top hat man who I picked up in another place here in town, and he asked me please not to tell where he was from because he didn't want people like us bothering that place.
Fair enough.
I've seen him in this house several times. He's a nice guy. He was a real
Fair enough.
person. And I'm not sure why he's here tonight. He actually started coming to my house when I picked him up because he wanted to help me start my business. He was a businessman from here in town.
Fair enough.
Don't know his name.
It's very nice of him.
But
and he used to follow me around, and I've seen him in the Sally house several times, and he's here, and I don't know why.
Where do you see him?
Seemed kind of towards that window.
It just feels so off in here.
But he wouldn't be the creepy part.
Right. He's there to
Maybe
kind of
he's
watch
like
things, if anything.
Looking after you.
Probably.
He's like, you need to get out of here.
He's your business partner going, are you
He was
sure
my
you want to be
businessman.
here?
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one that's seen him in here before. Like, I feel like I'm wobbling.
That's what the girl over there said too.
That's exactly what she said.
Who was it? Who would you get her from?
She's with
Shannon
Apex.
with Apex.
Oh, I know Shannon. I've met Shannon.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said
I've met
she
Shannon.
said she felt like she was in a boat.
Yeah, that's just what I felt like. I thought, I'm not drunk. What the heck? I'm leaving.
That's crazy.
Today was the first time that I pulled up
So
in
she's
front of
met
the
Shannon
house.
too.
And I felt like I was on a ship that just would not stop rocking. I felt like I was going to get sick.
So if this place is loaded today, just
I feel totally loaded.
I have a headache and we had our ears ringing earlier. Just walking around.
We at the same time our ears started ringing like really bad.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have fun tonight. Several times when I would leave there, I would be going like this from the energy, and I tell them, I'm not drinking. I'm not drunk.
Did you hear that?
Let me have a listen.
loud.
You're
Just
good.
hopping.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
creak. It sounded like the floorboards over there or something. Right when we left the room.
And it was like right when you crossed over there. It was like
I heard it. It was loud. It's the first thing we've heard all day.
Well, if we stare at it, it won't do it.
Yeah, right.
Never
no,
was.
we know. We know that much.
It's always right when you turn the camera off or something.
Yeah, and that's like, I tell people, like when I'm doing readings or something, I said, no, so they go and rattle silverware in the kitchen. It's not going to be when you're in the room. I don't know why it works that way.
Nope.
Nope. Always trying to be sneaky.
So what do you think up here? Any read on anything?
No, I'm still feeling full. I'm still feeling kind of creeped out, which I don't usually feel in this house. But not anything particular in this room. My ears are getting hot again. I think they're getting hot enough. You probably see them turn red.
Yeah, we can see him.
So you've investigated this house or been here how many times?
Oh, I don't know. Quite a few. Quite a few. If nothing else, sometimes I'll take the $10, walkthrough that they have usually during the month of October. I'll just pop in and out.
And why did you come back?
That's a good question.
Something keeps drawing you, eh?
A glutton for punishment, I guess.
Us too, I guess. Here we are.
I don't know. It's in my backyard. I live here. It's when I get a chance to come, I come. When I get a chance, I go to some of the other ones too, close. See, we've sat in here. We've bounced on the bed before. We've done all kinds of stuff in this room, and we've never had any activity that I can remember. I call this the nice room.
It does have a nice soothing energy in this room.
This is probably the only place I've seen the Top Hat Man, except for today. He was downstairs. I've seen him in here several times, and he just stands there and kind of waits for me.
But nothing ever in this room. I mean, I've never felt anything in this room.
Not really.
Scariest thing about it is this tiny ass bed. I don't know if I could live in a house like, especially this,
Well, that's the funny thing about paranormal. I mean, it can happen in any house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if someone came in here that didn't know the story of this house and didn't believe in the paranormal, and they just this is just an Airbnb, people walk in and be like, oh, this is a nice house. And then you spend the night and have a bunch of crazy stuff happen.
Crazy stuff overnight and just everything goes to hell. Yeah.
For some reason. I knew of a lady, I didn't personally know her, that lived here before all the hoopla started about this house. She had said she never had any problem.
Really?
Nothing like that.
That's so interesting. And then now it's like,
Doesn't stop.
Just from our experiences, like, this is one of the places that's really, in my opinion, got something that's not so good. Yeah. We do stuff that's good energy all the time, but it's like this place, a couple places in New York, we found that it's like oppressive.
I'm really more into angels and love and light, but there's also the dark, so I've been leaning more towards I need to learn what the dark is. What makes it tick? Where's it coming from? I know where those guys come from.
Yeah.
I deal with them all the time, but what is this and why? And I don't know, not necessarily how do we protect ourselves from it, but how do we coincide with it?
Yeah. You know, it's really weird. I just got like a wave of like just hair on end.
My arms are getting warm again.
Like literally, almost like it just kind of came through here, and I just through my pants. I felt my hair. I'm like, okay, something's like right over here.
They don't like me talking about the angels and love and light.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh man, that's weird. Oh, I feel it again right now.
This is my safe room, and now I'm feeling it. And another thing that my other group has done when we've been in the other house is we turn on music, and my buddy Andy that's in Pennsylvania, we would dance down the hall and come back, and then they'd start rattling doorknobs or hear footsteps, or it's different. But those are passed on loved ones. I don't know that that's what this is.
Yeah.
I definitely don't
This
think
thing is, I don't think it's human. At least one of them sure as hell ain't.
This hallway is, I feel, always really eerie to me.
And I've seen enough people coming through here that, even since the good old days of the owner getting scratched, that I guarantee you there's something wrong here.
Oh, this closet, yeah.
And whatever it is was strong enough for all these people that don't even know how to do this kind of stuff. They felt it all felt it.
They all felt it. Even if they're not even that sensitive, they're just like, what the hell is that?
I mean, look, I'm sitting. Like, I have no energy in here today.
I was getting sick from the time I agreed to come up here. And then today I did a really good cleansing on myself. And I thought, oh, I feel good. My headache's gone, my neck ache's gone. I honestly thought I was getting sick because I agreed to come up here. I'm fine now. We'll see what happens later when we go home.
Well, we don't want to get you sick. I'm sorry about that.
Nah, it's part of my learning process. It's something I need to learn for whatever reason. I don't know, one of my guides had told me that I needed to learn this so I can help people when they get stuck with this stuff, get them out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it feels weird in here today.
It does.
I keep hearing, come here, come here, come here. Okay, what do we got? It's this corner right here that just my knees are shaking. My knees started shaking as soon as I stepped foot there. This is where my friend and I sat down. Ooh, get woozy.
Yeah, it's like a very pressure in here. I can feel it in my sinuses. I gotta pop my ears.
This is a creepy closet.
Yeah.
I mean, usually a large closet too.
Like eerie.
I feel like it wants to slam the door, keep us in here.
What do you think the thing that's here like wants? I've always wondered that.
I honestly don't know. I don't know what it wants. But I would like to dig in and find out what it wants. These are the things that I want to find out in these houses.
Right.
It just.
Wait, what is it? What are you? Why are you hanging up there on the ceiling and kind of laughing at us? What do you want? What do you want from us?
And why are you so angry too? Like, I can understand if you die and you're a person, you're either sticking around or like, you know, there was a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to just like a place like this, it just
like,
blows my mind.
Nothing major ever happened here
like,
except for maybe
I can feel
one
exactly
doctor used to work
what
out
you're
of
saying
this
exactly
place.
what
And
she
maybe
said
a little
before.
girl died here.
So it's like the whole
and the
day,
little girl, I
there's
can
something
understand still
different
being here
but-
because she's still
different than any
a
time
victim
I've
of
been.
accident. But
Except for
the
this
rest of
room
it, though,
and
doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Most of the time I'm kind of like, this is boring. I don't know. I
keep seeing stuff.
I don't know what its purpose is.
I've
Sometimes
seen things
I really
most
believe that
humans
it's not
wouldn't
this,
believe.
but a past loved one that was just a cranky asshole when he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
But some of this stuff, no, I don't know what it is, but I want to know.
Well, Maybe we'll get some sort of an answer tonight.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, see
You,
if you
me,
can- see if you can
you,
find
and the
out.
rest of
I'll be
these
watching.
boys.
That's going to be interesting.
Maybe you can answer it for me.
Would you want to do a little vote EVP session with us?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll go grab it.
Let's go.
Okay, I just want to ask, is there somebody here with us today?
It's not coming up behind us, behind me. Oh, I think they're backing off.
Is there a reason why you like scaring people in this house?
I just heard that's because that's what you want me to do. Actually, it's what we ask for when we come in here.
Why does the energy feel different today to all of us?
Are you a little aggravated because I always bring in angels and guides and protection? I'm kind of the lighter side.
You giving me a headache right now? I feel like I have a lot of pressure in my head.
I feel like my head is getting a little thicker, but it's not that strong.
It's like behind my eyes, just like...
That throb behind your eyes, yeah, that's no bueno either. That's a whole lot no good.
Is Sally here with us?
That's a
Damn, air
loud one.
conditioner's always good.
Yeah,
Time,
that's just
every
air.
time.
No, that Febreze thing in Hinsdale.
Oh yeah, here I'll play
Hinsdale.
I'll play this. And then, alright, let's just...
But yeah, you have to listen. I'm curious.
Hey, I just want to ask, is there somebody here with us today?
What was that?
Is there a reason why you like scaring people in this house? Or that's because
Something up there.
that's what you want me to do? Actually, it's what we asked for when we come in here. Why does the energy feel different today to all of us? Are you a little aggravated because I always
Sounds like the man from the McIntyre.
you guys in protection? I'm kind of the lighter side. You give me a headache right now? I feel like I have a lot of pressure in my head. I feel like my head is getting real thicker, but it's not that strong. Behind my eyes, it's like they're going to pop out. Is Sally here with us?
That just gave me the chills, Connor. We don't really get it.
I thought I heard when it said
I
Sally
just
here,
felt
it said
goosebumps
no.
crawl up my legs. Holy
I feel like they're
smokes.
holding her back because she's a sweet little girl.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Real little Sally,
You
yes.
better find out who they are.
We're trying. We are really trying.
It's all my mystery.
Wow, that was like... There was a couple, like, angry sounding something.
It's not near as modulated as from the other place. You know, like, yeah, he's really loud, or else maybe it just needs to be turned up. But it kind of same type of voice.
Just like
Just this
It's
angry
like animal
grumbling.
noises.
Yeah.
Like really animalistic sounding.
Maybe you can get it later to talk to you.
We'll
we're
definitely be doing
Ask
more.
that same one to come back.
Oh, we're gonna try. Any advice for us tonight?
Direct questions for that one, yeah.
yeah. What would you say?
Good luck.
Everybody seems to tell us that. Every time here, it seems like it starts off where there's nothing here and you're just sitting in an empty house, and then an hour and a half, 2 hours in, it just starts to build and build. Then by
Starts
the
to
end,
go
you're
off like a
"Damn,
rocket."
I'm really glad we have a hotel tonight. So after looking back at that footage, it's actually pretty mind-blowing. Rhonda and Shannon were talking about the exact same things that they were feeling inside of the Sally house. Now, keep in mind that when Rhonda arrived, we hadn't told her anything that Shannon had told us during her interview. And then for Rhonda to say, "This place feels different. I've never felt this kind of evil, scary energy in here."
I feel like there's a boat, like I'm rocking on a boat in the ocean. Those are like very, very specific things to say about the Sally House, especially considering the fact that we've been there 3 times now, and it's only been on this 3rd time when 2 different people have told us this place changed. Now, I don't know if that's related to what we're about to talk about in a second, the fact that a pastor recently came and tried to bless the entire house. I think that pissed this thing off. But yeah, we knew we were in for something dark that evening, a very, very spooky journey, but we didn't realize
drinking
how...
my gamer subs, hashtag not sponsored yet.
Yeah, if you're afraid of this
Hit me up, gamer subs. These reactions do well, and I have an idea.
Okay, guys, so we are here at the Sally House now. In the past, this is our 3rd time here in 3 years. So our first visit was in 2021, our second 2022. Weird, our 3rd is in 2023. So we've been here a number of times, and we felt, you know, an evil sort of presence inside of the house. Something
I think I've seen most
obviously
of them.
attacked Jeff. It's hurt us deeply. It's followed us, but today is different. I have to admit that being in there, even just getting B-roll and filming our interviews, something was very off.
Something
it just
felt
doesn't
off
feel
all day
like
for
the same
everybody.
Sally House now. I don't know, as an investigator, if that means that the people that have been coming to this place have been bringing negative energy and encouraging this terrible energy to keep growing or what, but both our interviewer and the psychic, they both said that whatever's here today, as in tonight, is darker and more intense than they've ever felt. Like there's something bad brewing inside of the house. And obviously, you know, we like to hear that there's something here, but we're coming into this, we protected ourselves already, cast ourselves with a good bubble of white light, but that doesn't do that much here. This house is so evil, whatever's here is so powerful that it doesn't fucking help, you know? That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know, I feel uncomfortable already just standing outside.
Extremely strong,
Connor.
and as soon as you walk through that door, you just emit itself to whatever it wants.
I will say, just talking to the psychic and other people that have had experiences here today, this is my first time being here at the Sally House, and I will say this place has a very scary vibe. I mean, you've seen the videos at Hinsdale House. It's got a very similar vibe to that, of just being like dark and very heavy in presence. Like you're almost like swimming through it. And I think with houses like this, you kind of have to come in with kind of protection on yourself to be aware that things are going to happen tonight that are going to freak you out. And you kind of have to stay strong and know that like it's all going to be okay. But I will say, at the end of the day, I'm scared.
Place is also on a truck
I really am. I know what this place has done to many people. I know what it's done to just the Paranormal Files. And we're about to see what it's going to do tonight. And I think it's going to be the biggest one.
Papa Spooks, what do you think, man? Last time we were here, you were sobbing, cry. Remember that?
It was.
It made me want to strangle you.
It kind of really made fun of my sister and me, my sister that's passed. Yeah, I got emotional for sure. Every time I come in here, it's definitely, like Connor said, it's like this thick, it's like thick air to me. When you walk in, it's just heavy. No different tonight than it was before. Maybe it's worse. I got to get in there and feel it a little bit more. Yeah, this is probably I think the creepiest place probably that I've ever gone to and have come back to, because I don't hate to call it an evil presence, but that's what it is. It's just
definitely something malevolent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm
something with a heavy
ask,
amount of
the higher spirits that are
malice
out there, no matter what your denomination is, to protect us, guide us to the right areas of the home that we can understand it better, and in the end, just not let anything come out of this house and attach to us. And I'm calling on
hope for that,
all higher powers
he's
to
already
give
kind
us
of let the cat out of the bag
light
on that
and
one.
protection tonight. Yeah, let's go, man.
As ready as I can be.
I don't think I am.
Okay, well, you gotta be. We're here.
Oh, you're right, I guess.
You know it's very creepy if you sit here quiet? That house right there is playing some just fucking creepy music.
Okay, guys.
Is it just that one? Okay, ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okay, guys.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Sally! Let's go.
So, after we had talked to the psychic, we had both been feeling this like weird kind of haziness to us that we couldn't really explain, but we knew that it was something from Sally House that had already started affecting us. But it wasn't until this experiment that we were going to do where it really ramped up the energy that night.
Okay, guys, so to start tonight, we're going to do something extreme. We are going to do a blood ritual on the Ouija board
you
here
also teased this too.
at the Sally House. Now,
I still feel this
gonna
is
be
like the
included
worst
in
kind of
both
idea.
our Sally House episode and the Ouija board
had a few
documentary
experiences
because
with
this is a
Ouija
very
boards
important
to a varying
time that we're
degree.
using the board. With paranormal
I
theory,
do believe there's
there
at
you
least
go.
some sort of energy in this house also
It's a
because of
grandpa.
some of that. But at least on the lucky end of things,
when you use the
nothing
Ouija
negative.
board and you offer up
Again,
in any
I
of these
think it's the
rituals
guardian of
your
the
own
house,
blood,
making sure
you're
that shit
basically
doesn't stay
giving
here.
energy or
But it's
life
hard to
force
say.
to the entity to be able to use and use that to come forward. So that's why we're going to be giving Sally, or whatever this thing is, our blood as a bit of energy or life. There you go. To come out and speak with us. But yeah, so we did a Ouija board the first time here and it was very freaky. And I think this time is going to be even freakier, obviously. But all right, Sally, we are coming here tonight to speak
the
with you
tension sting?
or whatever.
You know, and I brought a Kleenex and it's just dry. Weird. That's right here. Usually it just keeps going and keeps going. It's just like there's nothing there.
Okay. Put your hand on. Sally, or whatever entity is here at the Sally House, we are coming to you tonight to speak with you. We've given you our blood, and we've been here before. You might remember Jeff and Colin. That's me and my dad. We're right here. Connor is new. His sister Courtney was here before. So tonight, we're inviting you to speak with us. I just want to know who you are, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
What did it say?
The blood's making it stick on the board.
Okay. Sally, are you here with us?
Well, that seems to be a yes.
You hear that?
What'd you?
A whistle.
Yeah, I did actually.
Forgive me.
Forgive you about what?
Shut the f up.
What?
It's on an S. It's on an S. There's no way. There's no way.
Oh yeah, I thought that was.
So the blood ritual, I know that's going to be a really controversial thing to people online. People are going to call us idiots. It is obviously a very dangerous thing to do, but we've all studied the paranormal for years now. I've done numerous blood rituals, and I really wanted an answer this time because this is the third and final time we're going to the Sally House,
That's
and
not
I
just,
wanted to actually create that
something you
personal
decided
connection
to
to
do?
give like, the energy to be able to manifest and speak with us that night. Now, afterwards, off camera, we did our own cleansing things. We did rituals. Actually, kind of protected ourselves with a lot of advice from Rhonda. But yeah, I mean, there's always going to be an element of when you perform an act like that. But I think in doing that simple thing, it's charged the energy of the house that night because, I mean, just take a look at what started happening immediately after we finished the Ouija board. Okay, guys, so we had to put a towel under the board because it was sliding around a bunch. on this table. That's why you're going to see this jump cut right now, but we're going to keep doing the session. This is the very beginning. Sally, are you here?
That would appear to be a yeah.
Woman argument.
Women argument.
Sally? We've talked to you, and we're not going to be scared by what you're doing tonight. So you're going to have to show us what you are. Why don't we play a game? Do you want to play a game?
That's a yes.
The one in the kitchen too.
What's the game?
Multiple ones, yeah. Holy smokes.
He doesn't want to play any games.
You say no?
Yeah.
Okay, Sally, we've dealt with you before. We're not falling for that tonight.
Presence.
Presence.
There's a presence here.
Look at that. It's getting colder over there. Damn it, it just stopped.
Stacy.
Stacy. Oh, look, there it is again. Look at that. Getting colder over there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Sally. Keep coming in. We're breaking the rules tonight of the Ouija board just because we want you to be able to come with us.
Gregory.
Gregory, your hometown.
That's where I'm
Jeff's hometown. Gregory.
That's bizarre, man.
What the f? Dude, this thing always... Peter.
You went with me last time.
My favorite artist, Peter Steele.
Like Peter.
Look at that thing getting colder. It's getting colder. I feel it getting colder in here, do you?
Fortune.
Fortune.
Sally, we've been here 3 times. This is
Oh.
our 3rd time now.
Which
I would
time
really
it's getting
appreciate
real
if you
dang
just
cold.
really come out tonight and show us who you truly are.
I'm trying to get off the board.
Okay.
Dude, I just saw something.
Yo, what the f was that?
I just saw something by the stairs. I just saw something walk by the stairs.
The cat ball's going off. That's going off.
I just saw something by the REM pod by the
Okay,
stairs.
no. This is a
He's
ball.
here.
A ball.
Oh, he's here!
Okay.
He's here!
I swear to God, I saw something.
Okay, there's
No, there was movement right there.
Okay, well, there's a ball over there that got pushed
Oh my
down the
God.
stairs.
I think one of the balls got pushed down the stairs.
It did. It 100% had to. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, it did! It did, bro! It did!
Eagle.
Yo, what the f did we do?
Please go right.
Please go right! Please go right! Upstairs!
Are you coming down?
Come on, play with the audio enhance.
Upstairs!
Are you coming down?
Something. I'm not sure what it was.
I'm like about to cry.
Oh my God.
Turn this off.
Don't turn this off.
Don't turn it off.
Dude, listen. Listen, if you think about it. I just asked him. You told me to ask something. You got to really show us. The ball came down. They kicked the ball down.
None of we're sitting in chairs.
Did you actually get the ball? And so many
No,
people see
I saw
it?
that.
So they see
I
it?
saw that out of the corner of my eyes.
We heard it. We heard it.
Well, I saw something like roll by the REM pod over here, and I was like, I just saw movement over there.
God damn it. Oh. We need to have a static on that.
Wow. Damn it.
Oh my god. That was loud.
Okay, now what?
That was like someone jumping on the stairs.
You know what's scary is... So, we want to always obey the rules of the Ouija board. And what
I'm
happens...
listening to everything.
I'm listening to everything.
When you break the rules of the Ouija board, that lets the entity out. And you know what it did? It knocked the ball off. And it got all three of us.
I just got full body.
It got all
This is unlike any place, really.
No. It got... Look at it. It got all three of us to stand up in the middle of the Ouija session. So everybody broke the rule. And now it's f***ing out.
So we took our hands off.
All three of us did. So now it's out.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yo! I'm getting chills.
Guys. Okay, we did hear you, yes.
Holy
We heard
smokes.
you. What do you want us to do next? Dude, that was like a command after a command.
Nurse, the doctor that lived here.
Oh, shit. I'm feeling totally like headache. Again, I'm not sick.
Dude,
I'm just
I just
feeling...
think the thing we need to realize is the end.
Basement.
Basement! First time we came here, it said to go to the basement.
What's your favorite part of the house? Upstairs, basement?
Basement.
Oh my god, no f***ing way. No way.
That's crazy.
That's impossible to even fake, too. Oh my god.
I'd follow up with a Colin.
Let me see.
Colin, ask
Okay.
about the EVP this week.
Do you want us to come to the basement?
Intent.
Intent. What's your intent? Should we come down to the basement? Is that what you're saying?
Hello.
Sorry, but something just got me. And why? Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, ironic that we're in a hospital and we just got vaccinated. All right, we're coming downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an ambulance.
Give the EMF a little kiss. No, not the EMF, the REM pod. Hi there.
Do you want us to come to the basement? Is that what you're saying to me?
It's self-clear.
You want us to come to the basement?
First time we... The light just died! Light just died! Light just died. Look at that.
The red light?
The red light. Full
That
battery
was
just
full
died.
battery.
Full battery just died. First time we... The light just died! Light just died! Light just died. First time we... The light just died! Light just died!
Yeah,
Light just died.
there it is.
If you come with an understanding of the Ouija and the paranormal, anytime you lift your hands off the board, it's bad. If you all lift your hands off, that's what people recommend you don't do, because you let the entity out. And that's what you gotta think about it. This thing is smart. This thing just knocked a ball off.
This thing just got all
so
you
it knew
boys
that
to
we'd
stand
all
up and
take
get
our
away
hands
from
off
it.
and go film it. So now it's out. It played the game. It knows that it's free, you know? And
Now
look
it's
at
free
it.
to do what it wants to with you for a while. It's ancient. It
just
knows
killed
the
our
rules
light.
well, does it not?
We've been filming, what, 20 minutes?
I have 15% on this battery.
That's what I'm saying.
When we sat down at the table, I had 89.
Home.
Okay, I don't know what's on here.
It just said home. It's Sally. We finally found Sally. And she's f***ing right here.
And she's pissed.
And she's f***ing
Which
mad.
version of Sally?
Whatever
Sally,
that
Sally,
is.
or the demonic Sally?
Damn, dude.
Okay, let's take some breast milk.
Probably demonic Sally. He likes to be free at home. And you just
Okay,
open
Sally,
the
are you over there?
freaking door. Hi. Real cold over there, ain't it?
In the kitchen.
Yeah, there's a voice or some kind of a.
Dude, Connor. This is how it starts every time. It starts so slow.
My heart is beating out of my chest right
But
now.
it's gonna get so much worse, dude. It's gonna get so much worse.
Choose.
Choose. Do you want to leave or do you want to stay?
I'm staying, but
Okay, let's go back.
I'm gonna set that ball back up. Put a static over there.
poisoned blood.
Okay, guys, so
You're making a mistake.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, too late on that one.
I was about to say,
Oh, they set the static
we
down.
all took our hands off the Ouija board. We made the mistake already. Think about that, guys. Whatever, you know, the thing
Teasing you
is
now
about
over
Sally is this thing is smart. Think about that. When, out of all these Ouija sessions, have we all
Rubber
taken our
ball
hands
minks.
off the board? Connor.
Anybody. Brown eyes.
I don't, not me. Me either.
Oh, holy cow. Just out of nowhere. Oh, there is your evidence, folks.
It's the same thing.
How do you explain that? That thing pushed itself uphill over that step and then took off. Yowza.
Skinwalkers around.
Skinwalkers? What? What do you mean the S word's around? What does the SW
Is it
have to do
down?
with this place?
Oh, it's a different ball, guys.
Is it the big one?
No, it's a small red one. That was cool. Well, you're gonna have it on the camera, dude. You're gonna have it on the camera. Did you got the stairs up, right?
Yeah.
Well, then it's gonna show it.
Is that the one from the closet?
He brought it down.
Attack.
He brought it down. Okay.
Connor? Or not Connor, Colin? You okay over there, bud? You seem kind of petrified.
I just got hit with tears.
Day.
Okay, we're just
Can
gonna.
you see my eyes?
We're just gonna leave.
Watery.
Okay, we're just gonna leave.
Okay, dude.
You want to close this out?
No. God, I just started crying. I had tears. I don't know why. Someone's here. I think it's Sally. But so we f***ed up. Sally, dude.
Sean.
I keep saying S names. Something got us to all take our hands off the Ouija board by knocking them balls off. And it did that even when we're starting the intro, you know, to distract us. So, let's just finish this, alright? We'll close it out.
At least trying to get something done right. It might be a little too late now.
Sally, we did this really to just have you come out and speak with us. But we're saying goodbye and ending this Ouija session. So goodbye.
Can I tell something's got you just literally pinned there at the moment?
Black eyes.
Black eyes.
We did the.
Again, presents again.
Think about it. We did the.
Presents.
I mean, it's telling us there's a presence here twice.
We did the scleral shells.
Yeah, I know. Which are, people aren't going to know what that
Black
is.
eyes. Black eyes.
They cover the whole way. I'm an optometrist, so. So pull up the black eye. Oh, jeez.
The hell is that?
The black eyes are scleral shells, which are all black. The whole white of your eye will be black. We have those with us. So that thing. Okay, Sally, or whatever other spirit is here, can you knock another ball down the stairs for us?
I heard a scream just now.
Yell, make a big bang.
Did you guys set that other ball back up? Small one?
It's someone else.
Oh, it's not Sally.
That's what they were saying all day.
Yeah, they were.
So, what we were talking about in the earlier interviews is that people think Sally might be an actual good, like a girl, you know, like Sally.
She's
could
actually still
be
here. It's a demon that likes to
child who's
use
here.
image of her.
But they think that there's
to
someone
slip
else.
in, and then cause
That's exactly what
other
it is, and no one
things to
knows
happen.
who or what this is.
The hell was that?
Craziness.
If it's another spirit that's not Sally, can you make a noise wherever you're at?
I'm going to leave.
I'm gonna go on the record
Go
and
right.
say, go right again.
Keeps telling us to go in.
I'm like crying, dude. Something is making me feel very emotional right now. I don't know who or what it would be.
Where are you?
What the are you, Sally? Should we do DR60?
Yeah.
God, it feels so weird, dude.
Dude, I do feel like you need to step outside and chill for a minute. Ooh.
Sally, do you hear us talking to you? Do you want to hurt one of us, Sally?
Join us.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yes, it does. And no, and that ain't happening.
You saw me.
You saw me.
Where'd we see you?
It's watching you.
From the basement.
Dude, we need to go to the basement. I think we do a basement DR60.
Blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
Focused on you, sunshine.
Would be alright.
Flash.
I was just.
Look at this
I was.
flash, man.
So,
White flash.
to explain, I was just affected to the point where I was crying, and I don't know why. And I think tonight, Sally or whoever he is,
He
or
scares
she,
people.
God, whoever this is getting, it's getting onto me for the first time. It's getting onto me. And I'm just feeling something, connection, something wise to it. But I think they called us the first time to the basement. Remember? Our very first time it said go to the basement. And this is different, dude. This is so different. I mean, Jeff, when did we have two balls rolling immediately? Anything like that?
Nothing like that before. And I've only seen it happen a couple of times at Sally House. But I have seen it happen before here. It's ancient. It's again, this ain't human. Whatever is here, this energy is not human. And it's very, very malicious.
Too.
But yeah, I've never had a ball though.
You stick around long enough and you keep provoking it long enough, it will come back to bite you.
This is different tonight. I think it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different tonight. I'm not sure what's different about it other than
it is.
It's not. It's like we haven't. It hasn't shown us everything yet. It's just kind of starting, I think.
Just
anxiety.
Anxiety. Hello.
Anxiety.
Blondie.
I've been diagnosed with anxiety.
Big time
and I'm
tonight,
feeling
boyo.
Weird tonight. Crying, dude. Crying.
Playing.
It's playing with you.
Okay. So we're gonna go down to the basement right now and see what exactly
It's been a while
this thing
since I've
wants.
seen the basement in this place. I wonder
Maybe
what it looks
it'll
like
roll
if
the
they've done
balls
anything
down, but
to it.
Sally,
Just heard a bang.
or whatever you are, come down with us to the basement. All right? Okay, let's do this, guys. This just feels wrong. This feels very wrong. Oh! Connor, film that, film that. Are you filming? There it goes. That static got it. It's getting colder over there. Can you knock the ball
Still
down?
watching.
Can
Eric.
you knock another ball down, please, for us?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist again. I'm saying a lot of the same things over and over tonight. Poltergeist. S names. All that jazz.
That REM pod hasn't gone off in so long.
Our whole trip.
The square one.
Ever. That one never goes
No.
off.
Yeah.
All last night. It's the same battery. We change our batteries every single investigation.
Lucy.
Lucy. Gotten that before. That's a short term for Lucifer.
Hmm.
I'm making noise.
Indeed you are.
It knows it. It knows it.
You don't have to.
The church.
Yeah. But you don't have to. The cat balls belong in, and
The church and nurse twice.
The church
twice.
came up. The church came up. Kid knocked off a ping pong ball from the stairs.
God f***ing damn it, dude. 3 times in 30 f***ing minutes?
Did you hear that?
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, keep going. Keep going. Do you want to go down and explain that? 'Cause
So our third ball just got knocked down tonight. And what I was just saying off camera is that, I say all the time I don't believe in demons. It's not that I don't believe in demons. I'm just, I don't want
things are.
We know you.
People want to hear from you.
blonde hair, we know you. God, I felt really bad all day.
There's negative energy, there's negative spirits,
So
and then
I don't
there's
believe in demons.
the demonic.
But I believe in negative energy manifestations. So we've been to so many places.
Dude,
in the
there's
last
a point
couple
where
of
the
years
energy just becomes
that
an
are
entity of its
not
own.
Outdoors.
Wherever it comes from,
They're
who
not
knows? But it's
good
here.
spirits.
And
They're
it
not
knows
human.
you, Blondie.
You can tell a human spirit when it's a human spirit. But God, I feel just terrible.
so
this already. I
This
don't.
thing
I
has a lot
believe
of
there are
energy.
things out there now, after doing this video and other videos, that are not human. There's something there that we don't
Something there
understand and we never will.
understand,
I'm
but
very lonely here.
we have a particular
There you go.
name for them.
This has been fucking insane. It's been 30 minutes. There you fucking go. And your camera just died, huh? Yeah, his camera just died. Look at that, Jeff. His camera just died. The main camera just died.
It is taking every kind of energy from what it
Tonight
wants.
is different, and
It's hungry.
Okay,
It's
I think
hungry
it might
tonight
be
too.
Related to doing the blood ritual.
I don't think so.
You
I think
don't?
It's whatever's here. It's always been here, and it's always done this to us.
It's been here for a while, and
Last
you
time,
just kind of
you
fed
were
it a
sitting
bit,
in that
though.
fucking chair sobbing.
I know. So I just think it's
The
interesting.
noise was me.
Wow.
Hey,
So,
whistling
Colin, I just
Dixie.
think, like the idea of the word to pull ourselves together here, the demon word. It's just that you just don't believe in the Christian.
No,
Okay.
I'm not religious,
Okay,
so
but
I don't
still,
affiliate with a religion.
The
but
word demon just really means a bad entity.
That's what I feel it
right?
is.
And that's strict definition. It doesn't mean a Christian bad entity.
No, we
in a
do.
sense,
So you have to understand, we do a ghost hunt every, 6 or 7 a month, and only a select few of those cases turn out to be what we would call demonic. And not only according to us, but according to every single paranormal researcher that's been to this house, this is a demon. This is not quantifiable. This is not a dead person.
This
I
isn't
don't
right.
feel
This
that.
thing is steps beyond
Keep
what
the
is
secret.
normal. They say it's a secret. If this is supposed to be a secret, it's a fucking ruined secret for a good couple seconds.
No, I've been telling you to get control.
It's weird, man. It's so weird.
This
why I
isn't a
love it.
secret
I
that's been
love
out of the
feeling
bag
that
for like 30
unease
years,
because
for
it's
crying
so
out
real.
loud.
It's what it is. It's the reality of it. But this is not human, and I don't usually say this, but 100% fact. Sally House is not haunted by a human spirit. And
There may
this
be human spirits
footage
still around
already
it, but it's not what
shows
the
you
main
why.
active entity is. That's for damn
It's
sure
only
tonight.
been 30 minutes.
Stop the camera.
Oh my god. No.
Stop the
We're gonna keep-
camera. I
Colin,
want to
what
get
do you
off.
I
But yes,
mean,
it did stop a camera
I've
right there.
dealt with a lot of this stuff, demonic energies, and I mean, you can call it what you want. a demonic energy, it like,
dude. Moment you say demonic energy.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the f, dude?
Damn.
Okay, let's talk through it.
so no matter what you want to call it, there's demons across pretty much every religion, and all pretty much this demon is across these religions is a spirit that's not human, and it has nothing but ill will and malice in its heart. Call it what you
Indeed.
want.
And also, funny that you mentioned Malice.
We see this thing. It's making me
crazy.
Cry again.
The
We might need
sucker
to
has
do
gone
this.
off the
You see
hinge
this? Yeah,
tonight.
let's see.
Tears.
You.
I think we might need
This,
to
I'm
have
pretty
too much
it may have
energy.
been
We're
strong
gonna have
already, but
Colin
I'm pretty
step
sure this Ouija
outside
board
and
thing
go
only just got
Oh, I'm
to
good.
be
Because
hyperactive
we gotta get
tonight
through
now.
this.
There's people who
He was
don't
already
believe
full of
in demons,
energy.
there's
He already
people
had
who
like a
don't
bunch of
believe in
sugary
spirits at
candy,
all.
and now you just gave it
But
an
when
energy
you
shot.
come face to face with one of these things, you can tell when a spirit is human and when it's inhuman. And when
May take a
something has
while, but yeah, you
goodwill
can kind of
and
start
bad
to
will.
peel through that veil if it's not real.
Bad will. Right when you said bad will.
And I would say, Connor, like last night, we felt like
We
that-
felt like it was
there wasn't really any. I'm going to talk through it. Didn't really feel like there was any ill intent people.
Dude, it's standing right here.
Yeah.
Margaret.
all the spirits last night. They seemed kind, but like they seemed like they were sad.
Right.
But nothing like evil.
Can you please step away from that?
The one behind you going off too.
Can you please step away from that? Let us have a little bit of silence. Thank you.
Keep going. Get out of here.
Okay.
But
Abraham.
at the end of the day, you can't discredit the stuff that happens.
Interesting name
at
you pick
locations
out of
like
the hat
this,
there.
like Hinsdale, like the Conjuring House. I mean, there's evidence all over of people coming in here and coming into contact with something that's nothing but evil. I think that is definitely what's in this place. Demon, whatever you want to call it.
Actually, as a matter of
evil.
fact, I would mention the Sam and Colby episode where they visited the castle not too long ago, a couple months ago. As the man who's introducing the castle stated, you go to a place and you keep believing certain things are there. You just keep feeding that feeling until it starts to manifest itself. And if there's anything other than a name for demon for that kind of thing, you tell me, because it's not initially what it presents itself as. It'll present itself as anything and anything it wants to at least get a touch of you. And as soon as it's gotten in touch with you, it goes bonkers and shows its true inhuman self, whatever this energy is. And I know I might be a little over the top on this, but there's certain things like this you just don't understand. And how do you explain this? How do you explain this thing that can only go off when touched, going bonkers like this inside of a house? How? There's not anything. The cameras of the batteries and things that should be fine that they use every day and test constantly, never having a fault, suddenly just blank out in less than an hour. How do you explain any of this wild, crazy stuff? And again, we've saw footage now of the balls literally push uphill, then over a bump, and then finally go wild down the stairs. How? Gravity don't work that way. Crazy. Anyway,
At the end of the day, that's all you need to know.
Inhuman.
Let me put it this way. I don't think we've ever filmed one single video where we've put up all those balls and 3 different balls have been knocked down already.
Yeah. In a
It's
half
not
hour.
the same ball.
No, a ping pong ball, a huge
small
ball, and a medium-sized ball. All different balls, different stairs. Something upstairs is calling us up there, but it told us to go to the basement, so I think we should pause this and just go down there and say,
Go say hello.
I'm going to go get an image of the ball. You want to come over there, Connor, with me?
Yeah.
Let's go look. Connor, come and take just a break there. Wow. Let's see what we got here.
I think the boy needs to go outside and just take a
Okay, so
breather
in
and a
fairness,
cup of water.
The red ball we left there, but we've got a ping pong ball. Oh, it's the clear ping pong ball.
Where was that set up?
That was right underneath that ball over there. So, anything?
look, you guys,
What do you feel? Okay,
it's around me.
okay.
Still hanging around.
Look at that, Connor. Stop. He wants me tonight. Okay, Sally. We're gonna go downstairs. Okay, goddamn. Gotta shake this off.
Go outside, man. Take a big bottle of water and get out of there.
So the Sally House has never been a place that's given us poltergeist activity. It's never moved objects on camera for us. We've never really heard footsteps. We've
First
never
time
heard
for
banging.
everything, boyo.
But this activity goes
Not
to
my
show
first time
that
seeing
on that
this
night,
in
I
this
don't know if this is
house.
a permanent thing. The
Like I
energy
said
in that
before,
building
there's just some
has
places
changed
full of energy, and
drastically. It
sometimes
is
it's
much
not
more
good.
intense now. It's much more violent and physical. And like I said, we never have seen anything really move on camera at the Sally House.
Again, I'm
3
not
different
sure I
balls
fully
getting
believe
knocked
any
off
of the
the
stories
stairs.
about
If you
Sally,
actually
but I
watch
do
that
believe
footage,
there's a
you
little
can
girl
see
there,
the
and I
ball
do
sitting
believe
there,
it
and
doesn't
then
always
slowly
have
just
control of
gets
its
pushed.
form as
It's
the
not like
demon
it's the whole
uses
time
it
kind of tipping. It's like
to
you
get
can see
close to
something
others.
push it. So that was really, really frightening. And as you can see in this footage, the energy of that place was really affecting me. I can't really think of a place that's affected me that much. And it was scary. It was really starting to get into my mind and my psyche. I was screaming louder than usual. I was crying. There was just so much going on. And then when it called me out and said blonde hair and everything like that, I knew that Sally had found her target that night, and it was me. But I still wanted answers. That's what we wanted that night. We wanted her to come out and target us so we could have this conversation. So
Right.
we knew we had to head
In part,
down
yeah.
to the basement.
Too early to call
Okay,
it yet.
guys, so we're in the basement
More
right
stuff
now.
needed.
Underneath the Sally house. First, before we do anything, we're gonna do the DR60 right here. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, Sally. You wanted us down here.
Oh gosh, he's sitting on that
Who
spot.
or what are you?
Sam from Sam and Kobe sat on that spot, and supposedly he got haunted by his spirit for a good half a year or so. Got an attachment, either way.
Can you tell me how
but
you
he kind of did it
died?
as more of an attempt to tease
If
it
you
constantly
died?
the entire time he was in it. But we'll see, I guess.
Okay, Sally, or whoever
Well, if you think
are,
something
can
followed
just
you,
tell us
buddy
your
boy,
name?
you
Just
got
say
it.
Sally, or if you're another girl, anything to give us a clue you're here.
Why do you enjoy hurting people or scaring them? What is that?
I also see
Why
they got
are
the
you
box
still
there.
here?
I'm interested in them seeing them plug that thing in and see what happens.
What did you push down the stairs?
Hi, Pops.
Am I sitting on where the pentagram was?
I'm very sure you are.
The demon symbol?
Something along those lines, for dang sure. Whatever it is, because again, Sam had something after him for about a year.
Where are you?
Ooh, what was that?
Where do you want us to go next?
Have a listen. Let's see if we got anything clearer this time.
Okay, Sally, you wanted us down here. Who or what are you? Can you tell me how you died? If you died? Okay, Sally, or whoever you are.
I'm hearing something else in the background of that thing, but yeah, I can't make it out.
Okay, Sally, you wanted us down here. Who or what are you? Can you tell me how you died? If you died? Okay, Sally, or whoever you are, can you just tell us your name? Just say Sally, or if you're another girl, anything to give us a clue you're here. Why do you enjoy hurting people?
Can't make out any of it, but I'm hearing something.
Why are you still here? What did you push down the stairs? Am I sitting on where the pentagram was? The demon symbol? Where are you? Where do you want us to go next?
Upstairs.
Oh, heard that.
Upstairs.
Can you play that again?
Yes.
Let's play it again.
I heard upstairs at the very end.
Okay, Sally, you wanted us down here. Who or what are you? Can you tell me how you died? If you died? Okay, Sally, or whoever you are, can you just tell us your name? Just say Sally, or if you're another girl, anything to give us a clue you're here. Why do you enjoy hurting people or scaring them? What is that? Why are you still here? What did you push down the stairs?
Actually, I think I heard want it in some of that stacky sound, but I could just be me.
Pentagram was? The demon symbol? Where are you?
I should clarify. I think I heard a one in the static when they asked why it's doing the things it does, which in hindsight, I think that's something the psychic brought up too. Is that well, it's to do the things that it does because you asked for it.
Where do you want us to go next?
That's very clear.
I hear upstairs. Upstairs.
Crackly, but very clear.
I think we go upstairs.
Do you want to do this?
No, I think we do it upstairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This doesn't feel as creepy at all.
It's got some weird noises and stuff, but it
upstairs
does
is
not
where
seem as
everyone
active down
thinks
here as it
Sally
usually is.
You know?
Okay.
For whatever reason, it almost seems like the upstairs is actually the origin point.
Okay.
It's different to see how the haunting of Sally House is much different than a lot of other places that I've been to. It's quiet. It doesn't talk. It's more like in your head almost, like driving you crazy. It doesn't like to make noise. It almost just kind of latches onto you and attacks you. But we decided that we wanted to go upstairs to see if we pushed through, if Sally would play with us.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna head upstairs right now, and Jeff has the SLS camera. We're gonna see if there is some sort of anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
it's
not
been
so sure
telling
about
us to
that
go
camera,
upstairs.
but there has been a couple points with these guys where
Yeah,
they
we
have
heard it
found
upstairs.
something
It's been
that
knocking the
seems
balls off.
Interesting,
And
so I'll give them credit
we've
on
never
that.
done the SLS here in the Sally
Not
House.
many people can
and
make
I'm
the
excited to
SLS
see
work, in my opinion,
what
but
it's gonna
I've
pick
seen them
up.
pick up some interesting
You agree?
things here and there.
Oh, look at the cat ball over there.
Oh, hello.
That's the first time that's gone off.
Yeah.
That one.
Apparently got nothing, even though he's looking over there with it.
Yeah, look at that.
Walking by all these balls and everything, they ain't moving. This is not unsturdy.
You have to push him off, dude.
It's very flat, or even steeped backwards, if anything. They shouldn't be. Yeah, that thing shouldn't still beeping. Okay.
That line was not there.
No, it was not.
What? Really?
No.
That one in the back was not
I'm
there
pretty sure
before.
that line
No.
was up on the bed. We can play back footage from earlier.
Did you set that up?
No, this little circle. We were talking about that earlier. We're like, that's creepy as shit.
That is creepy.
But that line wasn't there in that circle.
It wasn't. It was on the side of the circle, but it moved still. It's moving around.
We're coming in. We just
That is
this tool
odd, and no one's touched it.
just maps out your body, your spiritual body, if you would please. Just show up for us. We're gonna give you some time.
And this is where Ryan from Twin Paranormal was lunged at by a bat.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, hello.
Okay, it's on the.
Okay,
it's
we
on-
got something
it's on
right
the bed.
here.
It's actually on the bed.
This is the room they say is the most haunted in the
Okay.
building.
Can you lay on the bed? Sally, is that you?
Look at it's coming like back.
Sally is huge.
I don't think it's Sally.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's whatever they call Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
That I agree to.
You're right here.
It's whatever we've dubbed as Sally now.
It's kind of like sitting on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like sleeping right now. Whoa. It's on the bed.
Oh, look! It laid down.
Oh, it laid down.
It's completely laid down across the bed.
Okay.
Sally, can you make a
Interesting.
sound like hit the headboard?
Hard to say on that still, but yeah, interesting. Holy cow.
Is that you, Connor?
Connor's been sitting there pretty
Thank you,
still.
Sally.
Okay, I don't know what. Where's it going? Connor, why don't you go over and see if it can reach over to you on the dresser? Oh shit! It left.
God, it's hot in here.
It's very hot.
It's f***ing hot as shit in here.
Okay, I got one on the bed again.
Okay, Sally's
Go.
on the ball. Oh, it went off!
Oh shit!
Hello. Dang.
Sally, where'd you go?
Okay, come back, Sally.
Oh, whoa!
This one's going on. I can't get the picture of it.
Okay, guys, so we're upstairs in the Sally house in Sally's room. And before we do an Estes, we've already identified that there's a figure in the main bedroom over there. What is that room?
Master bedroom?
The master? I mean, history-wise, I don't really know. It's just where they slept. But we're going to use the dual port
main
here in the
bedroom, if you
room
will.
and try to see if we can hear Sally's voice or whatever pretends to be Sally's voice out loud. So, Sally, if you're here, we want to talk to you.
Something, but I didn't get out either.
Can you say something
Sounds
to
like
us?
a voice.
She said they'd like children's songs. Should we sing Twinkle Twinkle Had a Little Star?
Twinkle Twinkle Had a Little Star?
Oh, what is it?
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh.
Wow, Twinkle Twinkle had
Colin! Colin, boy, you are kind of spacing tonight.
Twinkle Toes Had a Little Star.
Okay. Should we?
Yeah.
Okay. Sally, you might like this one. 1, 2, 3. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
It said it back. I heard that too.
Can you say something clear to us? Just so we know that you hear us?
Heard something, I thought.
You know, the thing is, I don't think Sally's ever going to talk to us, you know? It's Estes or nothing. That's what we've had success with in the past, is the Estes. And I think we just do that. What do you guys think?
It's like it doesn't even want to use this.
No. So tonight
Whatever
we're going to
that
do an
runs on,
experiment.
yeah,
So
don't know
Connor
that
and
one.
Jeff are going to sit outside of the house, and I'm going to sit in here completely alone, isolated in a closet, doing the Estes method. We're going to be in a phone call, so Jeff and Connor's questions are going to come through out loud to Sally, but I'm going to be alone in the closet, and I won't be able to hear those questions because they'll be outside. So
Ooh, that's
I don't know if I'm ready
interesting.
for that.
That's gonna be interesting. This
ready
is
for
gonna be
that,
a
yeah.
little bit of a twist.
Well, kick it off at the end here.
I guess I'm feeling drained.
Yeah.
Yeah, best get this over with, man, before you get completely burned out here. And you got like an hour left of footage.
So
Yeah.
after doing the dual port session, it was kind of shocking. I mean, we really weren't getting much activity. And this is the thing with the Sally House, guys. It's intense for 20, 30 minutes, then it's dead silent. Then Sally comes back to play, and it's just so present. And that's what most investigators
almost
that
acting
have
like
been
a
to the
kid in
building
of
will
itself
tell you.
on
It's not
intention
this
because a kid gets
consistent,
bored, wanders off, and
activity.
then comes
It's
back again when it's got
psychological.
another
It's almost
idea.
as if Sally's playing a game with you. She'll
Mhm.
give you these really nice little pieces of information and experiences to show you that she is there, and then she'll
Go on.
disappear to kind of fuck with your head. But that's when we knew we had to bring out the big guns, aka the Estes method session. So we've done the Estes at the Sally House twice in the past, but we've never done it with me alone in the house.
Never done with
Since
someone
Sally
alone
was
in the house,
targeting
yeah.
me that evening, and I felt like her energy was just encompassing me. I decided that I would sit in the closet where Rhonda felt the evil
Sitting in the
scariness
closet.
was, and have Jeff and Connor step outside to ask the questions over the cell phone. Yeah, I think that was maybe a mistake in hindsight, but
Oh, I think this is
yeah, this
a
footage
night of
is
mistakes
just
to begin with
absolutely
before
chilling.
this, my friend. There's
Okay,
been-
guys, so to
there's been
end
several
our
issues.
investigation tonight at the Sally House.
To be fair, let's be fair.
I'm gonna stay alone upstairs in the pitch black and do
That's
an Estes
absolutely
session.
fair.
So we've never done something quite like this. So we've done Estes method sessions here in the Sally House in the past. Now what we've usually done is sit in Sally's room with everybody in there asking questions, so we're all centralized. But tonight the psychic told us that this room is where she felt the energy was. This is the room that people say is more evil than others, and we've never done an Estes right in here. And with the balls moving and all of that, we felt like this would be the natural place to do an Estes. But Jeff and Connor are about to go downstairs and leave me upstairs completely alone. So there's going to be no noise contamination at all, and I won't be able to hear, obviously, a single thing that they say. I'm going to call them on the phone so that their answers and questions are repeated out loud in this room. And
And
yeah,
they'll
I'm a
hear
little
his
freaked out to do
responses
this.
back.
It's really hot up here. We're all feeling very sick right now. We're going to talk about this later, but I'm just, yeah.
We've been anxious.
I don't really want to do this, but Sally or whoever's in here, I'm pouring you tea. Come have a tea party with me, all right?
Where the tea bags at?
All right. So here, let me put this on.
I don't see no tea
How about you
bags.
call
Where's
me
the
real
tea
quick?
at?
So we're on the phone.
I don't even see water.
This
You
is
sure about
extreme,
this, boy?
even for us. If you hear me scream or something, though, please come up.
If I can hear you scream, I will definitely. Or I'll get in the car.
And leave me?
Yeah.
Well, he's
Okay,
dead.
let me
Let's
put
go.
this
Book it.
on.
The screaming stopped.
All right,
very
buddy.
short and very suddenly.
Alright, Jeff, let's get out of here.
That's it. See ya.
Yeah.
Go ahead and fall down those.
Ooh, it's already getting nasty. Dang.
Don't leave, bitch.
Holy shit. The demon's out in force right now.
He's mine now.
Huh?
It's real. The darkness.
I'll sit right here.
F you.
Do we have a stand to put it on?
Get over yourself.
Who's in the house
He's
right
mine
now?
now.
Who's in there? Who am I talking to?
A weakling.
Are you glad that you have Colin in there by yourself?
It's more than me. It's everything.
Is whatever in the house...
Oh, I'm feeling like a choking sensation.
Is whatever in the house a demon?
I know you.
Can you say my name?
Jeff. Jeffrey.
What's your name?
Rick's calling you
I
out.
remember
Jeff.
you. Oh, I feel like someone's stroking my arm. Oh, I'm touching you. Ah! Oh. Okay, don't touch me, please. I just want to talk to you.
Can you tell me who you are?
Dude, I feel a magnetic on my arm. It's so dark in here. Turn a light on.
Why are you so mean to the
Your
people
daughter.
who come here? Yeah, that's my name.
Your grandfather. Your place is down.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your place is down.
Passed away in the last few years. Ooh.
What's that supposed to mean? Who
Why are you
you?
out there?
Because we're leaving
Tell
him
him to
alone.
shut up!
Damn.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up. God, what the f***? Over by the bed. God, please don't be by the bed. He's all alone.
Yeah, Colin's all alone.
I'm coming for you later tonight.
Are you trying to follow us home? Are you trying to follow us home?
I'm not happy here.
Why are you still in the house?
I don't know.
Are you stuck?
I was brought here.
Who
Hello?
brought you? Who brought you here?
Hello?
Who brought you here?
Jessica.
Jessica brought you there?
Oh man, I'm feeling somebody coming up right on me. I'm just feeling somebody's coming in here.
Are you in the closet with Colin?
Square. Ball.
Was it you who knocked
Fridays.
down the balls? Were you the one who knocked down
Let
the
me
balls?
die!
Not happy, camper.
Why are you so mean?
I'm getting closer to him.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to attack him?
I know you.
I feel like
Don't
you're
ask
not,
me.
You're not answering my questions.
Just let me live.
What do you want? You've got to answer my questions. What are you?
Haha. Just kidding, that's not it. There's something I want.
Tell me what you want. What do you want?
Dude, I feel like I'm hearing footsteps out there. Like feeling them on the floor. That's it. You know. I'm getting freaked out in here, man. The banana.
Where are you?
Oh, I just heard a creepy voice. Right in front. Like that. Right in front. God, dude, I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling very freaked out right now.
Are you in front of Colin?
That's it.
Please, I have a white light around me. You're not allowed in front of me. I am envisioning it, and it's true. I'm right here.
What are you trying to do?
I'm wanting rape. Bloodthirsty.
Can you tell me what you want from
Your grandma!
You can't talk about my grandma like that.
No,
I won't
that's
allow
not
it.
lies. No, not
Gnashing
my grandmother
teeth
either.
For you. Oh, I'm
F
getting
off.
cold in here, bro. I'm getting cold in here. There's so many more. You'll never know.
So many more what?
Light 'em.
Hey, we're gonna be done for tonight, so tell
You're
us.
never.
Okay, just tell us again who you really are.
Just be quiet.
Well, what name do you go by? Because we know that you're not who you think.
King of town.
Sally, you're not really a little girl.
You're jealous, aren't you?
Not really.
Of something. Oh man, it's getting cold in here, guys.
Wild and loud out there. Holy cow.
He's weak, just like you.
Okay, are you trying to
You're
attach?
something else.
Are you trying to attach to Colin? Because you can't. What's your purpose?
I see you guys. I'm right beside you. Ha ha ha. God, this is. Ugh.
What's your purpose of staying in this house? Why don't you just move on to somewhere else?
Check me. Everywhere. These laughs are fucking crazy, dude. It's like a man and a woman at the same time.
Everywhere.
I'll get inside of you.
In the previous video, they did mention in one of the previous videos
you
that
can't
this
come with
area
us.
is very rich with energy, if you will.
You won't be able to get inside of any of us.
Good night.
Good night. Are you done? Are you done? Do you want to be done?
You want us to leave?
It'll never happen. Your mom's f***ed. Don't forget me.
Well, we are going to forget you because you're
I
not
feel
coming
like
with us.
I'm getting like a weird coldness.
I don't want to keep moving.
That's kind of what I'm wondering. Like, is he actually?
Because it's been 15 minutes already.
Yeah, and plus it sounds like it might be trying to.
That's
go with him.
quiet. You can talk though.
What do you think?
I think
At
we should
50?
go down.
Yeah, because it seems like he's getting colder and that kind of stuff,
And it's not saying any. It's not trying to
Yeah.
help us with questions.
It's really
just
not.
being insulted.
There's nothing to say.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go tap him
All right.
out.
Yep, that sounds like it's time to tap. It doesn't want to talk.
I finished it. I knew this would happen. I'm gonna follow him. Good luck. But it's always here. I'm always there. Someone. Something.
I'm gonna tap you out, huh?
That was 15 minutes of just like it being an asshole.
Yeah.
Anything? Not really any answers to any questions. It was just
I think just
being
screwing
nasty.
Just screwing with us.
I feel terrible.
Yeah, I think let's get out of the room. Let's get out of the house.
I think it's taken enough from us tonight.
I felt weird tonight, though.
Okay, so now what's this aftermath you keep hinting at? Because we
Okay.
are in the last
Different than
40
before
minutes.
When we ended the episode. Way different.
It's about to end way different, apparently.
This place affected me differently than a lot of other places I've been to. It almost made me feel like I was delirious. Like everything that was going on couldn't be real. But even though this stuff was happening right in front of my face, I was having trouble making thoughts. Just weird. I had never felt like this before. But I was definitely feeling like I was being attacked and drained the whole night. Sally's crazy. Don't know if it's safe to go there, honestly. But that's a night that I will never forget.
And yeah, so that's the end of our Sally House investigation, part 3. I guess we'll see you guys next week. Actually, this is not the end of the video. So, this is where it gets crazy. So in the past, I'm actually got goosebumps right there when I said that. So in the past, we've gone into great detail with you guys about the weird things that have happened to us after filming these videos, specifically at the Sally House, because Sally is an entity that's known to attack and attach to people. We've had Sally follow us. We've gotten her name on different investigations. In the past, I've had nightmares, but this time, I definitely think it has something to do with the blood ritual. The cleansing didn't really work, and we've been experiencing some absolutely terrifying paranormal activity just here in the apartment. Stuff has been moved. I mean, this may seem like dumb and trivial, but yesterday I could not find the cat food. I was looking everywhere for the cat food for our cat Kitty, and it was just in the back of my closet behind all my shirts, which I'm like, I didn't
How did I even get
obviously
there?
put the cat food back there. Courtney didn't either. Little
Right.
things like that stuff's been going missing around here. But what really made me realize that this is probably Sally was the very first night that we actually filmed this video. Courtney called Connor and I and told us that she had been experiencing some weird things here in the apartment. She said she was hearing people like out in our kitchen area, almost as if someone had broken in and had walked down our hallway into the apartment, and just like banging noises. I'm trying to describe it, but she just felt like somebody was here. And she had no idea that that evening was the night that we were doing this Sally House ritual. I've had nightmares the past couple of weeks. Connor has had nightmares, and they are very scary. I had a dream the other night where I killed somebody. I had a dream the other night where I was driving my car drunk and hit 2 pedestrians and killed them. Like all these just really strange and violent dreams. And so that's why tonight we're not going to end the video at the Sally House. We are bringing it here to my apartment here in Houston, Texas, where Connor and I right now are about to go investigate. So Connor's behind the camera right now.
Let's go.
I know him and we've both been dreading doing this. 'Cause
Find
I don't
out
know
what's
if I
going
really
on,
want to
yeah.
get an answer, but you ready?
Not necessarily. I mean,
I
we've
can
always
understand that feel.
felt, I mean, after this investigation at the Sally House, that there was something that stuck around with us.
Yeah.
And as much as you'd like to say that, oh, it's nothing violent, I think this time we might have bit off a little bit more than we can chew.
Yeah, it's
Hear that?
weird. Yes, I heard that, and I got I got like a cold up my leg.
Because, I mean, also, at the same time, this apartment is home to other haunted objects as well.
Yeah, you
And
can
so,
say that. We have a whole wall of haunted artifacts right behind Connor
and we,
in a museum.
we don't necessarily used to like to talk about them just because a lot of them do have a dark past, and we don't want to acknowledge the things that they're really connected to, but I think it holds a major factor in maybe what is in our home. But I mean, even Courtney experiencing stuff while we're at the Sally house. Courtney's been to the Sally house.
Yeah, that's true. She's linked.
And so we're there, and Sally's like, oh, you didn't bring your friend this time. I'll just go pay her a visit. So, I mean, I think we're in for a treat tonight. Not so tasty one.
Interesting little sour tart, yes?
Let's investigate.
Let's do it.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all every single content. Scary.
Hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully
But
one you got
anyways, let's
lucky.
get back to today's video. Thank you for listening to my little
Back to the
spiel. I
vid.
love you guys so much, and stay spooky.
Thank you for calling.
Okay, guys, so we're sitting right now in the middle of my apartment. We just filmed the interview. You can see wearing the same shirt. Check that out, Connor. You want to show that? Our proximity meter, which we did not expect to even go off before we started rolling, went off like somebody standing right in there. What the was that? Yo, it actually is like fucking kind of creepy. We've never like...
This is the first investigation we've done here in this apartment.
And we've had lots of other unrelated paranormal activity. We can make a whole video about that. I think based on the stuff that we have in our like museum. Dude, look at my fucking arm all of a sudden. Actually, not even kidding. You see how all my hair's on end?
Yeah, hairs are
I got,
on
like,
10 for you too.
mad goosebumps all of a
Welcome
sudden.
to the Static Charge Club there. Yeah, usually the hairs go up first and then the goosebumps.
Yeah, so we've got
Depending
a
on how
REM
tense
pod,
it's
a
getting.
music box, the proximity meter, a REM
Proximity
pod right
meter
here.
is still going. It's still seeing somebody there.
And then afterwards, we're gonna do a DR60 and a Estes method session sitting here because I really want.
All bases covered, yeah.
Damn it!
Be
Wary of her, dude. What the
Damn.
hell, Connor?
God.
First, we didn't
Oh,
even start.
you're all so
It's
fucked.
like somebody's warning us.
You need a lot of cleansing,
Be
boy.
wary of who?
Sally.
I know, but oh. When you said Sally, when you f***ing said Sally, dude. Oh. Oh my Jesus.
Yeesh.
I'm gonna turn mine on too. Sarah. Sarah? An S name?
Again?
Kinda eerie.
I don't like it.
Didn't you, Sarah?
Okay,
earlier?
so
I can't remember for sure.
We're here in my apartment. That thing's going off like crazy too.
There's wild noise.
I know
yeah, it's
that
still
one of you followed
beeping like
us
something's
here
there.
from one of our locations in the last month. And I think it was you, Sally, or whoever was there that night. So, I know you know how to play with paranormal equipment because you were doing it all night with us. If you are here, if somebody's here in our apartment, can you touch one of the red lights again, like you've been doing? Or tell us something, use your voice?
This shit's so fucking freaky.
Yeah, I'm like...
It's like, it sucks that we're having to do this and you're...
Actually, stop beeping. What was that?
Somebody.
That sounds like a wall. And you have to understand, we're in that corner and you're...
Can't tell if that was the music or just them.
That sounds like a wall. And you have to understand, we're in that corner unit.
Yeah. These are windows.
So the only wall is far away.
And in the haunted object room. Damn, you never hear shit like that in here.
No.
What the fuck?
All these walls are like heavy concrete.
It's ancient.
That's what it was saying in the video,
that the
Connor.
house.
I've been editing this video. That's what it was saying in the Sally house. It said it twice on our devices.
At least.
It's ancient, bro. What the hell? The exact... Maybe? Maybe. And look at it.
It's ancient.
It just killed our light.
It's ancient.
Said it again.
I can't.
So, I mean,
Well, they give us a ping pong ball. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember a ball.
That's actually trippy. Like, I was editing all day. It said it's ancient.
Ancient
like,
3
3
times.
there.
Still didn't hear it. I can't tell if it's the music overpowering or what.
By the way, Courtney's not here right now. We're just alone in the apartment, and we have Katie and Kai in the bedroom, so they're not out here.
Oh, it sounds like we're hearing all the sounds are coming from
the haunted room, which we can't show on camera yet because we're kind of saving that for a later date. But dude, this thing's tripping me out too. It's somebody's f***ing right standing right here, dude.
Wife.
Dude, wife?
Courtney was here alone when we were doing the Sally House video, and she was hearing things walking around the kitchen.
Yes. And Sally, Courtney was with us on the first Sally House video.
Yeah.
Think about that. Maybe it came here because it missed her. I don't know, this is kind of trippy. I don't know if I want to do too much to this.
I don't.
Sally, or whoever's here, we really would like you to come forward. We're sending out our energy right now, and we're calling you in because I know you're here and you're around us, but say something to us. Identify yourself, please.
Over there too.
Thank you for doing that. Can you really grab a hold of that thing and show us that you're with us? Not likely. Oh, what? What the fuck? What the absolute fuck? Dude, not likely coffin. And did you see that strong ass hit? I actually don't really like doing this in here, man, because I gotta fucking live here.
I'm really nervous. Do you live here?
Girl!
This is also like our office too, so
Yes.
like we're always here.
I work and live here. I not leave my apartment like 3 times a week because I just work. It's like I just knock on the window right in there. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off because it's kind of beeping a lot.
We do DR60.
Let's do this for 5 more minutes. Did your light just die? What the fuck? Your light just turned off. I got that on camera.
No big deal.
By the way,
Dude,
I'm
this
gonna
is so trippy.
state this here too because I've been kind of waiting on this whole day. So I have gotten actually a flashlight of mine to work again, and I've kind of issued it out publicly to anything that's in my house. If it wants to, it can cause this flashlight to go on whenever it wants. All it has to do is you touch it and try and give it enough power, and it can collect any power in the house it wants to in order to do that, or it can use its power to try and push the button, and either that will help either connect it in one way or another to the flashlight to work, or will actually push the button properly, which is a very hard to push button, and make it work. Also should add, this thing's a metal flashlight. This is some heavy duty flashlight. This thing is getting lost and found in my room for the better part of like 5 to 6 years, I think, at this point, and I just happened to find it again, and I happen to have recently bought batteries, and it's the exact same ones I need for this, so I've been kind of waiting here to see if it'll light up, and I offered to it to light this flashlight up if anything in this house wants to speak to me. Haven't had anything yet, but I only just offered today, and I know the spirit usually just kind of sticks to being quiet and watching things, but the offer is still open for them if they wish to speak. And I'm hoping, kind of half hoping that maybe it will decide to light it up at some point, as I'm also trying to slowly get ready to try and test out the other Spirit Box app. I want to give it a try. I have the money for it now. I just need to remember to actually buy the card I need in order to use it on my phone. But that's just some other information for you all to know that I've been working on some little projects here and there on the side to see if there's actually anything around. I know there's been eyewitnesses of the spirit in our house, and I know myself and my sister have felt its presence for sure for, oh gosh, we moved here. Dang, it's gonna be almost 30 years ago. I would have been in my early teens when we moved here, and I'm I'm almost in my 40s. But yeah, it's been a while, and we've known it's been here, but we've had people actually see it now in the last 5 years, so that's a thing. But anyways, letting them continue. Letting them cook so we can, letting them cook so we can get this finished here. Push the space bar and the wrong thing. And
Sarah, maybe be wary of her.
Anything.
I'm gonna ask you.
Wife, coffin.
I'm gonna ask you right now, Sally, is this you? A knock. What the
I'm not hearing these knocks. Helen.
We never hear noises from neighbors here. Like the walls here are very, very thick.
Bang on.
He's coming.
Wait, so is Sally actually a he? Because it said he in our video at the Sally house.
That's also
I wouldn't call it necessarily a he. It's more of an it, but it probably has
My name is
leaning
Robert.
tendencies to he. Oh, my name's Robert. What the heck?
Bob!
Yeah.
Bob!
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Bob! Dude, what? Oh my god, look at my chills, people. This is sitting in my apartment. What the fuck, dude?
Mom saying that too?
Damn, bro. He followed us too. So, I mean, Sally's definitely around too. He maybe
My parents.
Dude, so to refresher, Rhonda at the Sally house was seeing her spirit guide, a very helpful, kind of clingy spirit. She said his name was Bob, and he was there to like protect us that night.
I've dealt with a lot of this stuff before in my life, and Bob was the guy that was with
Really?
the psychic
Tonight? Oh
said
my God.
it's her spirit guide.
So Bob's there too,
Who's a guy
apparently,
who
still.
killed
himself.
We need power.
What?
Yeah.
Killed himself?
Yeah. And it's her spirit guide, and he protects her.
She said she saw him in the house today.
And
oh my god, that's crazy.
I have a guide, Bob, and he goes with me everywhere. If we go to the other house, they'll
That's his
pick it up.
nickname, at least,
Bob's
I
here,
assume.
and the
I
machine
don't
goes,
think
"Yeah,
it's
he's
his
with me,
real
don't worry
name."
about it." But this is why I got into this work, was because of Bob, because he killed himself. And then I just started digging, and it blossomed into what I'm doing now. And I asked him one time, I put this little thing on the shelf in my house, and I said, "Make that light up." He goes, I'm not a circus animal. I'm not going to perform for you." And I went, "Okay, sorry." Do they all feel that way? That we're trying to make them perform for them? For us?
So, if fucking Bob's here right now, maybe Sally really is here, and he's like here specifically for us right now. I don't know, but that's like, dude, what the hell?
He's coming. My name is Robert.
He came.
Well, that's good, because he's a protector.
Two spirits.
There we go. My land.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, bro.
Robert, I want to thank you for protecting us. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, I cannot even like goosebumps up and down.
I had those
my body.
earlier.
Sister.
Wife,
Oh.
You know, it's really weird is my sister just came. She was here all weekend.
Courtney's my sister.
Courtney's your sister. It fucking Sally goes after family, dude. That's our... Wow, this is actually crazy. Sally, can you say your name? Oh, dude, this is actually freaking me the out.
I know.
You could take us right now and put us in a haunted location, and I would still think this evidence is crazy. So the... 3?
3 spirits now?
Oh God. The fact that this is happening in my apartment is like mind-blowing.
Or it said sister 3. My mom has 3 sisters. Or she's 3 sisters. Her and
Lordy.
2 sisters. I don't know. Just kind of putting
Mom's
things
3
together.
sisters.
Did you follow us from Atchison? She will harm you.
Dang.
Oh my God, bro. Be wary of her. She will harm you. Bob, the protector spirit's here. Fucking Sally has been around us. That is the goddamn truth right there. What the fuck? Okay, who will harm us? Can you tell us her name?
If it says Sally, I'm going home. It doesn't even matter.
Going home to have more nightmares.
Followed
Good luck
us
with
from
that.
Kansas.
Yeah, she'll come with you tonight.
That's one of the tough things about what we do for a living, though, is like, I mean, we're not necessarily going, we're not nasty.
We're not
I was
nasty.
just about to say, we don't go to the most, like, happy-go-lucky haunted places. Like, we're going to dark spots for all of the videos that we do.
The fair's gone sour.
Who knows what's attached to us? Like,
Identify.
you said, what's your name?
How many times have I said identify yourself? It's making fun of me now. Say something to us. Identify yourself, please.
Identify.
Okay, identify yourself. Is this Sally? Can you say yes? It's me?
There's your yes.
Let me rest.
Well then, detach yourself.
I don't know. There's definitely kind of cold around us, though.
Damn,
It's fucking
freezing.
weird, dude. Okay, Sally, we're gonna use another device in a second. Or Bob. I just feel like it's been Sally. Can you tell us yes? Or are you gonna just play little games with us?
It's also crazy thinking about just like all the bad luck that we've been having recently too.
A lot of very bad luck.
We've all just kind of been in a funk recently too, like
Yes.
not feeling very well, not sleeping good. Sally, are you here with us tonight? Setting off a car alarm.
That would be crazy. Sally's out there breaking into somebody's Toyota.
Here.
Oh, fuck. No way.
Oh, and there she goes again. Round 2. Was that enough for you?
Dad, I was really hoping it wouldn't answer. Dad.
So much for that.
Damn, I got goosebumps.
Ask,
guys.
and you shall receive, mortal. Indeed, very loud. A very loud answer.
Okay, you want to try DR60? We can keep these running while we do it.
70. I was a child.
I was a child. Sally.
I will appear.
Really now. Like to see you try.
Okay, Sally. If you're here, we have a little toy over there that you could stand in front of. It'll show us that you're going to appear. Can you go do it?
Stop asking.
I heard movement in the room over there. I wish we could show them all the objects we have in there, but it's a
It's
future
also
video.
really dirty, so it's like it's not unpacked all the way.
Yeah, we've been packing up all the shirts and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Looks like a bomb went off. Whoever's in here, Sally, Bob, use your voice and speak with us. Okay. Can you tell us, whoever's here, just speak clearly, your name?
Identify yourself and your intent.
Genevieve.
Have you been giving us nightmares? And attacking us in our sleep?
Why did you choose to follow us? Why are we your target right now?
Sue.
Shit.
Are you evil?
What can we do to help you move on so you're not scaring my wife and me and Connor here? What can we do for you?
I love you.
Love me do. You know. That was awfully noisy. That was over there, and that's the windows. Sheesh. What the hell? Unexplainable knock. The hell?
Dude. Oh my god, I gotta pause this.
You see us.
Dude, I was about to say, I feel like I'm like really warm on this side. Like there's somebody like right here.
I feel that too, just on this side of my leg.
Yeah, actually though?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like like warm
Like
right
I
here.
can feel a temperature difference like on my pants.
That's so trippy, dude. It's like it like actually like it sat down to talk with us. Okay, well.
Let's have a listen. Let's have a listen.
Listen?
Let's have a listen. Let's go.
Save yourself.
Whoever's here, just speak clearly your name.
Susan.
What the hell? Sue and Susan? That's my Aunt Sue.
That was in the
That
kitchen.
was in the kitchen. We've been talking all day about how it targets family. My Aunt Susan. And it's saying save yourself.
Can you tell us, whoever's here, just speak clearly your name? Have you been giving us nightmares? Attacking us in our sleep?
Lying.
Why?
What is that?
Have you been giving us nightmares? Attacking us in our sleep?
It sounds like it says it was me or...
Abandoned.
Nightmares? Attacking us in our sleep? Why did you choose to follow us? Why are we your target right now?
The blood ritual! Did you hear that? No,
Breaking called it. Oh, my willies are up too. Hello.
Figure.
5,000 goosebump salute. Hello. Your name is the Blood Ritual. Oh.
Why are we your target right now?
Do not do that shit in a negative energy like that. You're gonna get all the attachment you deserve. Dang.
Are you evil? What can we do to help you move on so you're not scaring my wife and me and Connor here? What can we do for you?
Woman.
Oh my god, I gotta pause this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that certainly was fucking creepy as shit.
The blood ritual.
Blood ritual. Go down? Let's do one
Nah,
more
no,
DR60
thank you.
before we
I'm
do
not
that,
going down.
because that was fucking
You go
wild.
ahead, stay down there.
Okay,
though.
guys, so this
Back,
has been
back,
very
back,
eerie.
down.
Definitely
Smacking you
seems
down
like
with
it's
a
something that
broom.
followed us from a blood ritual. She is here. People are warning us about she, which I'm taking to be Sally Hall.
The thing that likes to be Sally. Yes, in the hall.
Are you over there in the hallway?
Hello.
That music box goes off. I think I'd probably shit my pants. That's eerie though.
Hello.
The end of the hallway is the museum room. But we're gonna do one more DR60. Okay, really clearly. Tell us your name once again. The evil girl. Maybe if you're not her, tell us who she is, please.
Leftist.
Why have you been targeting our family?
Where did you come from? Like, where did we meet you?
How many spirits are in this apartment?
Too many at this point.
I'm actually really creeped out here.
All right, here we go. Round 2.
Okay, really clearly, tell us your name once again. The evil girl. Maybe if you're not her, tell us who she is, please. Why have you been targeting our family? Where did she come from? Like, where did we meet you?
I'm Sally.
I heard it too. I heard it. It was a little soft, but I heard it.
Where did she come from? Like, where did we meet you?
I'm Sally. I'm not f***ing with you, bro.
Where did she come from? Like, where did we meet you?
That's alright.
How many spirits are in this apartment?
What the f***, bro? I straight up. I don't know if that's just matrixing.
No,
It's like, that's Sally. And we were dead fucking quiet that entire fucking time. That is so wild, dude. Holy shit.
We fight the darkness.
Bob.
Hey,
So we
Bob.
have a protector spirit with us, but they have to be here to protect us from something, aka Sally. Behind?
Boo.
God damn, that's fucking creepy. Because the hallway's behind me. What the f***, dude? Your light is dying again?
That light, man. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, it's dead. Oh,
it's not even
jeez.
dying, it just keeps turning off.
Keeps it's getting like tapped and takes a while for it to come back.
I'm gonna set
Good lord.
this right here. Here's the hallway in our apartment. I gotta say, man, this is
The hell?
This has been pretty creepy. You know what? I'm gonna get the tripod for this.
You have nightmares.
Gerald, and you have nightmares?
My name is Lizzie. We want stay.
Your grandma?
Her
Your
grandma?
great-grandma who murdered your grandpa?
Her ex is in the other room.
Oh, fuck!
That ghost.
Dude! What the fuck, bro? That's directly related to what's in our museum.
That's some history right there. Holy shit.
We're not going to talk about the whole story right now because we'll save it. We're saving it for another thing. We have an actual axe that somebody named Lizzie used to murder somebody, and you're directly related to them.
Yeah.
That's f***ing creepy as shit, dude.
Wild.
It's this f***ing thing.
Daughter. William.
It's like family. Okay.
Trip.
Philip.
Can you tell me who's here with
Government.
us tonight?
No. I was sweet. The shadows.
We feel like whoever's been here with us.
Related to the...
What are you related to?
Harvey? The last man standing.
We feel like the person or spirit who's been hanging around
Kansas.
related to Kansas. So, this is Sally? Or Bob?
Top doctor.
Damn. Going back to that story.
Listen to me.
Right, well, Sally, why did you follow us?
You need to be safe. A man's voice.
We're trying to be safe, Bob. Why did you follow us, Sally?
I'm not here forever.
Good, because we can't have you staying here. You need to leave.
Building.
What do you want
I like
from
this
us?
place.
Why do you like being with us?
Oh, I'm getting a weird... I don't know who you're asking questions to, but it's getting f***ing cold around me. That's a great point.
We just
I needed energy.
So you've just been leeching...
Fast. Like a woman, like fast.
You've just been leeching off of us since we went to Kansas? Did you like...
Your grandfather.
Did you like that we did the blood ritual there? And that's why you've been following us?
Don't mess with me.
Is in hell.
I'm not gonna let you intimidate me anymore. That's not gonna work.
We have to talk.
It's not gonna work for me, Sally.
I'm freaked out, man. The hallway. The hallway.
Get them in the hallway. Who all's here right now?
A bunch of your loved ones.
Percentage.
The best. Oh, I just heard. The best. Like a woman. Ugh. I've trapped them.
I think you're just trying to play with my emotions.
Jail.
You just love the fact that you can attack people's families. We're not gonna let
God
you do
is
that.
king.
We're not gonna let you do that anymore. After tonight, you have to leave. You have to go back to Kansas.
Dude,
I like to see what
very
they're gonna do
f***ing
about
creepy. Like I can't even make this up, little girl.
This isn't a
I'm
joke.
f***ing getting cold around me. I feel it like right here. I don't even know what direction I'm kind of pointing at, but it's like I feel it on my skin, dude. It's f***ing up my body. I come and go.
It's not me.
You need to leave. You're not allowed to be here anymore. Any ties that
She's dangerous. The
any
man's
ties
voice.
that we made with the Sally house are cut now.
Before that night.
Before that
You
night,
should.
what?
You should have pled with me. There's-
How so?
She'll hurt.
I visit.
Shh. I just heard a shh. It's like there's two, bro.
I really think it's Bob and Sally. Bob, have you been trying to
Oh,
protect
then like
us?
Hey.
Have you been trying to protect us, Bob?
It's not human.
I've been trying
That's
to tell you.
Creepy as fuck. It's not human. People have been saying all
Please.
the time. Sally's spirit's not actually a little girl. It's a demon that poses as a little girl.
Ugh. I almost have like a choking feeling.
Again?
Like that.
There we go.
Sally, tell me, I'm listening to you. What is your real name?
Died in battle.
Tell Colin what your real name is.
Gettysburg. Gettysburg. Gettysburg.
uncertain.
It's uncertain. Well,
She's an imposter.
It doesn't want to say its name.
Dude, there's a man here that is protective and f***ing that creepy whatever the hell it is. That's the pilot.
I'm telling you, it's a demonic attack.
Or maybe that was Pontius Pilate. I couldn't tell.
Say your name. Say your real name.
Oh my god, a woman. You found me. Like that, dude. Oh my god, that was f***ing creepy. Oh, I got goosebumps. I don't know if you can see it.
We're cutting ties tonight.
William.
All negative
Hello,
energies that are
William.
in this apartment have to leave. We're not going to let you affect
Gabool.
You have no power over us anymore. Bob!
Bob.
Bob! Holy Oh, shit.
My hair's just stood up again.
That's
Hi, Bob.
nuts.
Will you listen now?
Yeah.
Exactly like that. Tonight, she'll come.
Bob, we want to thank you for protecting us.
You need to prepare for battle.
We are. We're surrounding ourselves with white light.
Again, Gabool. I don't know what that means, but I've heard it twice. Gabool.
Gabool.
What else do you want from us?
Every wish you've ever had.
Have a question on my own.
All your dreams. Same woman.
I don't like this. I don't like this that it's in the place where we live.
Bob.
Bob, you've really been helping us out. And I appreciate you can stay here if you want. But whoever is posing
I can't do more.
As Sally, no more. Tonight we draw the line.
The hallway is a passage. That's f***ing creepy.
That's creepy because there's a huge, huge mirror.
Look through the mirror.
No.
Oh, there's a mirror in the passage or the hall.
No way. No fucking way. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh,
I feel like
Lord.
it's getting to a point where this isn't safe.
Why are you
anymore.
running away?
I don't like this.
A few.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pull Colin
Dead
out.
in North Dakota. Oh, that's fucked. That's my grandma who just passed this summer. You can't say that anymore, Sally.
I'm gonna pull Colin out now.
I've got your family.
After tonight,
No, you don't.
You have to leave. You can't mess with us anymore. We're done.
Radizi. I literally will not leave.
Well, we're gonna make you leave.
Oh, I didn't like that. And then fucking like a... like that.
Adam.
We're getting Colin out.
Connor. Sally, you can't talk about my family, anybody's family.
We're done. Okay? I don't like this. I'm pulling him out. I feel like if we keep going any longer...
She will not stop. Oh,
Dimension.
bedtime.
Jeez, Louise, boy,
God,
you need
what
to
the
calm
fuck,
down.
dude. God damn.
I didn't want to reach over.
Shit out of me, man.
Dude, this has been one of the craziest assassins we've ever done.
What happened?
You were saying the hallway's a portal.
Satanic.
And I said, that's crazy because we have a huge mirror at the end of the hallway. And you said, look through the mirror. And you go, that's crazy because we have a mirror in the hallway.
No way.
Children around you.
And it was like...
Dude, satanic children around you?
Spot on. Every fucking question.
Look at my fucking... Dude, look at my... Can you see all those goosebumps, actually? That is like
I got
mental.
them too.
REM pod was going off. Like,
No way.
I was trying to also, while I was
When it got to
listening,
the
look it
point
up
where I was
the
like, I feel
Kabul,
like
and I
if we
can't
keep
find
going,
anything, sadly.
it's just
So,
gonna get worse
that's
and worse.
interesting.
And you go, she's not
Kabul,
gonna
you
stop.
are not allowed to enter my home. If
I
you
said
are
no,
what
we're
I think
stopping
you
tonight.
are,
Tonight
stay
we'll draw
out.
the line. No more of this. We gotta do some cleansing tonight. Some deep cleansing.
Some
That's
deep
actually
cleanse.
really creepy. And I heard Bob, too.
And I
Isn't
got
that
Bob
crazy?
on here.
What?
Yeah.
No way! Walls hold
secrets.
secrets. What the cigarette?
Like,
dude, Bob, it's not human too. Fuck that.
and I was talking about, I'm telling you, one of the best Estes sessions we've
Just
ever
sitting
done.
here in our apartment. That's
And
really
Bob was
scary.
like reassuring, hey, it's me. I'm trying to help you. She's not human. She's posing as a demon. You're like, what's your name? Saying uncertain. And it's like, that's like the whole thing with demons.
The devil is here.
What the fuck?
But that's what I'm saying. The whole
What
thing
the
with demons is once you know their name, their real name, you have the power.
I question if I maybe understood what
Did you
Gabool
look
was
up?
about.
What did I say?
Gabool.
Gabool? Did you look it up?
No.
I'd like to see
What
what
the
you
fuck
guys
is
find because I
Gabool?
couldn't find anything off the top.
All I see is a fake character called Gabool the Wild. He's a f***ing...
That's pretty f***ing creepy.
What the fuck is that thing?
I'm telling you that you're
Good
gonna.
and evil here.
Dude, what the
Double O.
absolute shit has been going on?
I'm telling you.
This is almost crazier than the f***ing Sally house. I'm very creeped out, actually. Especially because this is my f***ing apartment, dude. I mean, how...
It's very apparent to me now that something 100% followed us from Sally.
How do you possibly get satanic children around you? The walls hold secrets.
Carpet.
The devil is here. Carpet. Good and evil here.
Darkness.
Darkness. Like, what the absolute fuck, dude?
But I think that we have multiple spirits in this apartment already that are friendly spirits, even though their backstory might be violent. But
The f***, man. Okay, well, I'm gonna put my intent down. Bob, thank you for helping us. Sally, whoever you are not allowed to be in this space anymore. You are not allowed to follow me, not allowed to follow my wife, our animals,
Uncertain.
not allowed to follow Connor, anybody in my family. You have to leave tonight.
I already did mine during the Estes.
Really?
Yeah. I started saying some messed up stuff, and I'm like, no.
Okay. Daughter again.
Daughter.
Dude, I feel a magnetic on my arm. It's so dark in here. Turn a light on.
Why are you so mean to the
Your
people
daughter.
who come here?
Daughter.
Daughter again.
Daughter.
Yeah, started saying my grandpa's in hell.
I remember hearing that.
No,
That's f***ed up, dude. And I heard North Dakota something. And I was like, Nona, no.
Nah, you leave family alone, you little piece of shit.
This?
I'd be 100% fine never going back there again.
Yeah, so...
I was there.
Ooh.
I was hung.
Dude. All these goosebumps that just went off.
We need to cut and start cleansing.
She has her eye on you.
You need to cleanse the F out of this entire apartment complex
No,
right
not
now.
anymore.
Thermal.
You're leaving tonight, Sally. Leave. We're gonna bring out some of our stuff, but you need to leave, okay?
Go away.
Bob's joining us.
Thank
you.
I literally said,
Bob.
Bob, you can stay.
Yeah, Bob, thank you. Sally, leave.
Bob's a good one.
You have to. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, come on. No. What?
No.
What the f? You have to. Whoa. You have to.
Something moved down that hall.
Bad
So-
things happened.
What happened?
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
She left.
Yo, what the fuck, Connor? This thing has not gone off one fucking time this whole fucking night. One time.
She left.
Dude, and look at it. This is the exit of our apartment. This is the fucking door. Dude, you know what's trippy too? What if it was like this, bro? What if it was like this? Into the mirror. Dad. Yo.
Start covering that mirror up.
Dude, I don't want to fuck with that mirror
Hi,
anymore.
Michael.
God damn. I use that thing to get ready.
I need to go home, man.
Yeah, this shit's mad scary actually. What the fuck? That's absolutely...
Sally's gonna hop in my car on the way home. Just follow me over to my place.
Dude, that is wild, dude. What the hell? Can we just take one more second and just appreciate this? Look it. These are brand new batteries. We swapped this out before we started. You have to be, something has to be right here. And here, Connor, on an uninterrupted shot, come over here. This door we can't open. This is a closet.
I'd like to see someone try to fit in there.
This is a closet. Obviously, just for the haters out there. There's nobody f***ing in there. And here you go. Here's the front f***ing door. That is truly goddamn wild, dude.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Let's see what this said before we call it quits, I guess. Oh, look at. Why have you come? Witch. What if Sally was a witch? She was executed and hung.
Oh.
It's actually kind of creepy to think about. Anyways.
The evil energy and spirit of
this
a
has
witch
actually been
that's
like,
taken
we
on
were only
demonic
going to
form.
investigate for like 30 minutes just to like see
Maybe.
if we could
That's
get
a
something.
maybe. That's a
Every
hard
single
maybe,
thing
but
has
it's
made
not an
such
impossible
sense.
in my book.
It's been like an hour and a half now. And that, dude.
This has been 3
it's
hours,
way
man.
colder right here, by
Plus.
the way. Have you noticed that? It's actually like frigid right
I've had
here.
a few rambles.
I don't know, man.
It's been interesting.
You, Sally.
Get this bitch out of the building.
I stand my ground on that one.
And
she said way too much shit about our families.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, F that and
Whatever
F all
spirit
that
it is
BS.
at the Sally house, it's evil. It's beyond evil.
Nasty
see if
piece
that
of work.
works.
And likes to stick
Also,
around like a freaking coffee stain.
Yeah. Tonight I will be.
Saints
That was
preserve us.
crazy. Anyways, we're gonna go film the wrap-up shot, I guess,
wish I
for
could
the
have
interview.
my
And
hands tracked
Then
to.
Go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed right there. Great.
Pray for us.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think after watching that, you can confidently say that we have an attachment of some sort.
No
well,
scheiße.
clearly, I guess I don't know if it's actually Sally itself. I mean, in the last month, we went to, I think, 12 different haunted locations. We went to Steve's Demon House, the Sally House, Nevada State Prison with the executions, Missouri State Penitentiary. So we could have grabbed a tag along from anywhere, but, I mean, when you look at what we just captured and you look at, as a whole, this whole story, I think the only thing that it could be is Sally. And
The thing that calls
yeah, I know
itself
that
Sally,
for a fact,
whatever
Connor and I,
it is.
and my dad, he's up in South Dakota right now, but we're all gonna go to like a professional to get a cleansing done. And if you guys want to like, if we should document that and show it to you guys,
Oh, would
let
love
me
to
know in
see
the
that,
comments,
yeah.
because we can kind of document that process. But it's gotten to a little bit more of a point than I would like it to be at, where it's freaking me out. Like even just like, I mean, all of that is scary shit just happening in here, which actually now thinking about tonight going to bed, I'm a little more freaked out. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's to a point now
Be
where
gone,
like, you
Satan.
can deal with so much,
Like the incense and
but
the Holy
now
Cross.
it's getting
Get out
to
of
the
this
point
house.
where it's
Get out of this house.
affecting our lives.
Yeah, losing sleep, nightmares, creeped out in here randomly, like feeling like somebody's in the other room. It's like a weird thing in your body. People are gonna say, oh, it's bullshit, but it's very real when you feel like somebody's out in the other room. It's like, there's somebody there, but you know that there's not because the door's locked. Oh, that chills. Sally House is just one of those damn places that will always have my heart. I do love the place. It's so intriguing. It's so mysterious. And Yeah, I think this is going to be our third and final time there, hopefully. But if you guys want to see us go
At least
back,
I'll try
let
for
us
it,
know,
yeah.
because there's always more mystery there. But from here in Houston, Texas, after the finale of that damn episode, Jesus Christ, I got to turn this off and go to bed now because it's late at night. Great, but we love you guys so much. Thanks for sticking through with us on this very long video. Let me know once again what you thought about this video in the comment section. Make sure you like it if you haven't already. And we'll see you next week for our scariest, even scarier than the Sally House video. Be fucking ready for that. It is scarier than the Sally House,
Lord.
and you're gonna see why next week. But we love you guys, and stay spooky.
Scarier than Sally House. Next week, just wait and see. Isn't okay? Like they're keeping that one a secret. And then I think the last one for October is going to be the or is that going to be the Ouija board one? I can't remember now. I know the Ouija board one is coming up pretty soon here, though. Anyways, I believe I go here. Oh yes, look at that. I'm almost a full torso. English. I'm almost a full torso. I really can't speak today all of a sudden. So, I keep doing that. Keep the shirt on. Ah! Them bones. Them bones, them bones, them dry bones. Stay there. Alright. Now then. Yoink. Yep. How much can you see? Is there a little stuff in here, or is it just me? There. Now my shoulder. Now it doesn't look like my shoulders are up to my frickin'. Alright. And then this one. I believe you should see pretty much all of me now. Oh, all except for my grippers. I've not actually experimented with this thing live to see what it looks like on stream with the full body. It does kind of wave about a bit. Yes. I wish this thing had hand connections, which is also why I'm planning to eventually try and purchase a full model for myself. Give myself a proper upgrade and maybe a little bit of hand movement detection if it uses a better program. But as again, for those who are more interested in the RL of Malice here, the main reason I have this at all is because this is a free model that someone left online and is free to use. So I've just basically used it, used my own natural deeper tones, and then added stuff to it. And the program I'm using currently allows me to essentially use PNGs to add my glowing eyes, and recently to start adding my new t-shirt projects. But anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight, folks. Woo, nice zoom in. That's gonna be it for tonight. There should be some more on Sunday, but I'll see if I can actually get around to it or not. I also plan to stream sometime tonight in the next couple hours or so, and get some Thief in, and then at some point figure out what dinner is gonna be. Matter of fact, I should actually message people and find out what the plans are, if there are any. But that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all again for watching. Don't forget again, like, share, subscribe, and check out the links down below for the socials, the channels, and if you want merch like the shirt here tonight. And I will see you all in a few more days if you're looking for more paranormal reactions. That's all for now. Thank you all again. Have a good night, and I'll see you all next time. Pleasant dreams.